What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Ant-Man and the Wasp red carpet event right here on the weekly wrap up. Thank you guys so very much for tuning into the live stream. I appreciate you. This is going to be sick, man. This is my first red carpet event. Doing it remotely, of course, and I think this is going to be a blast, you guys, seeing exactly what the stars have to say for this upcoming blockbuster event. So I thank you guys very much for tuning in for back-to-back streams here. Hope you guys are doing well. Just talked to you last night, of course. Hope you're still doing well and really looking forward to this event. It's going to be a blast. And I gotta say, there was a new TV spot that was revealed today for Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's only 30 seconds long. Oh my goodness, I was completely blown away by it. It is so good. Absolutely amazing, guys. If you haven't already, definitely go check it out. If you're trying not to get spoiled, I completely understand. There's really no spoilers from the get-go, but I must say, you guys, wow, this movie is going to be absolutely incredible. So that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to be watching the red carpet event. It is going to be kicking off here very shortly, of course. I will be simulcasting it right here, and we'll be watching it live. Looks like they've got things, yeah, pretty much getting ready to get kicked off here and everything. I think they got the stream started with some music going in the background, so I think it's going to be really phenomenal. I can't wait, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing well, and I appreciate you being patient with me there at the beginning of the stream there. I had to open up a brand new stream there and get my settings reset and completely start from scratch because for some odd reason it just was not sending the video to my stream there and everything. So apologies for that and everything. I appreciate you guys sticking by me though at the end of the day. So what's going on, chat? Wellness, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much for swinging in. Appreciate you modding it up. Ninja, what's going on, bro? What's happening? Supply, what's going on? How you doing, bud? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, my dude. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, man. Who else we got in here? Zoe's in the chat. What's going on, Zoe? Thank you so much for swinging in. Kang the Conqueror is here, ladies and gentlemen. Kang the Conqueror says, guys, either I should or should I be on the stream or the Marvel Entertainment's red carpet stream? Kang, this is the place to be right here, 100%. So I appreciate you swinging by and gracing us with your presence, of course. Hope you're doing well, bro. Thank you so much for swinging in. All right, guys. I don't think we have too much longer to wait. Thanks to my issues that I was having there at the beginning of the stream, that kind of cut it down real quick. Because usually I start my streams about a half an hour before the event kicks off. That didn't work out, of course, this time. Had to troubleshoot some things. Here we're only 6 more minutes away until things get kicked off officially. So should be pretty dope. Really looking forward to seeing how things work out here for us here today with this red carpet event. It's going to be dope. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, definitely go ahead and smash the like button here. I appreciate you. This is going to be a blast. Stephen H is pumped. Will be nice to check it out. Yeah, man, it's going to be sick. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Kurt, what's going on, bro? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. You ready for some Ant-Man and the Wasp red carpet event here? This is going to be fun, man. It's going to be pretty fun. Looks like my chat is the old chat. It looks like it hasn't refreshed quite yet. So I'm going to have to see if I can play around with that. Maybe get that refreshed there. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm still juggling based on what was happening there. That was crazy. I was like, why isn't it sending any video, bro? That was wild, man. All right, let me see if I can get this live chat coming back up. Doesn't look like it wants to. Let me see. All right. Let's try this. See if that does anything. Might take a second to propagate, perhaps, but we'll see. All right. Good deal, guys. Looks like we have about 5 more minutes until the red carpet event. You can hear the music going in the background there, of course. I wanted to let you guys know, whenever it comes to this red carpet event, if they show off any kind of if they show off any kind of you know, trailers or anything like that for this event, I'm gonna have to probably shrink the trailer video down smaller, just because of the fact that Marvel Studios seems like they're after live streams to go ahead and co-stream any kind of trailer footage. So just to let you guys know, I will be shrinking the video down if that ends up coming to pass, which I'm pretty sure it probably will. I'm sure we'll see multiple, you know, trailers that we've already seen you know, throughout the throughout the months and everything. So Hitflix, what's going on, bro? Thanks for swinging by the stream, man. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you. Nice to see you, man. You ready for some Ant-Man and the Wasp, bro? It's gonna be dope. Kang says, I have a headache for all the fighting that I've done with Ant-Man. Oh my God, bro. You beat him to a pulp, huh? I love it, man. I love it. Supply says, you're a Kang. I've killed you before. Oh, man. This is going to be dope, man. Looking forward to this, you guys. Should be starting here in about 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just preview this one scene real quick. Let me see if I can get things zoomed in the way I want them to look. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. There we freaking go. I can even make myself smaller too. Because you guys, you're going to want to see this more than you want to see me, right? So let's shrink myself down, you know? All right. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, it'll look good. Here we go. All right, good deal. All right, looks like I got the chat working again, which is great. A little bit of a delay there. I apologize for that, but it's working, which is awesome. Yeah, I think we're good now. I think we're finally good. Holy moly. Bro, that was crazy. Like I said, I was like, you know, real concerned on if I was going to be able to get this working. I was like, dude, if I don't get this stream working, I'm not going to be able to go live and everything. So, but yeah, I think we're going to be good to go, guys. Looking forward to this. There we go. Got the camera angle looking crispy now. Sick. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, go ahead and smash the like button. Let me know what's up. One more like to 10 likes. Let's go ahead and get it kicked off here with 10 likes on this stream. I know you guys are pumped up for this, as I am. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm seeing it in exactly 10 days. I will be seeing it on the 16th. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an absolute event. That is for sure. So, yo, Steven, what's going on, bro? Thank you so much for swinging by, man. Appreciate you, man. Coming into back-to-back streams, bro. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, man. Awesome stuff. What color do you think Jonathan's wearing? Oh my goodness. He's probably I bet he's rocking the red power tie. You know, the red power bow tie there with his tuxedo. I bet you. That's my guess. Kurt's pretty hyped for this movie. I always love Paul Rudd and his ability to seem to just like he walked onto the set and started hanging out. Yeah, dude, he's just like so chill, but he just like, he brings a presence, you know what I mean? He sets a tone. He's a really, really great actor. I completely agree with you. Yo, Austin, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream. Appreciate you, man. I am going to be seeing the movie in 10 days. So next Thursday, I will be seeing the movie. And then I'm going to be going live immediately after seeing it to discuss it and everything. Just give you guys my reaction, my thoughts. You know, first non-spoiler and then spoiler, of course, you know, for those people who will be seeing it that Thursday evening and everything. So yeah, should be dope. All right, guys, it's the top of the hour here. They should be kicking this off here in just a moment, if not already. Yeah, I do too, Kang. I do too. About the earthquake and everything. That was horrible, right? The next Last of Us episode is on Friday. Yeah, I went ahead and posted that in my my community tab and everything, so I will be going live with that on Friday, I should say. It'll be dope. All right, guys, looks like we're getting ready to kick things off here. All right, we're going to kick it off with the trailer. So again, I'm going to do small screen here because you know, I'm not trying to get any kind of copyright strike on my channel here. So
you have a daughter.
Apologize for that, of course, but I got to do what I got to do, you know. Got to keep my channel safe.
We can help each other with that.
Oh my God, you guys, this movie, I can feel it. Phase 5 is going to be a different level, you guys. It really is.
Who are you? I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time.
Wow. You know he's lying. This dude's lying, but man, you know.
Existence and shatter
Lewis, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
You cannot trust him.
I love it, man. I love it.
This guy is. I just lost so much.
Man,
He can give us a second chance.
Scott must be like hell bent to like you know, raise Cassie from a little girl again, you know? That's gotta be it.
Let me make this
Yeah,
easy.
Austin, Kang's gonna be dope, bro.
You will bring me what I
Steven
need.
says purple. The purple tie. I like it, man. I like it. I think purple would be dope.
Will end.
Wow. Ninja, I'm sorry I made you cry, bro. Such a great show, though. We're not going to talk about that too much tonight, though, man.
You
We'll
may
bring
not
that back
be
on
the one
Friday.
for this.
We had a deal.
Man, you guys. Wellness. Kang, I surrender.
You thought you could win.
You thought you could win. Yes.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.
Okay, fine. I think we will get a Kang backstory for sure.
Sorry, Cassie.
Oh my god, I can't wait for this film. Wow. February 17th officially. All right, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Here we go. Red carpet event, ladies and gentlemen.
Red carpet world premiere of Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
Let's go.
We are live in Los Angeles. I'm Tamara Grinsky.
Oh, I got goosebumps right now.
We're so excited to be here, bringing you the multiverse's biggest event for its tiniest heroes.
This is the third movie in the Ant-Man saga. It is
Yes,
the
sir.
first film of the MCU Phase 5 and Phase 5.
Phase 5, guys.
And get this, when you put together 3 and 1, you get the 31st film in the MCU.
What does it mean?
We're gonna find out tonight. We are gonna find out tonight.
Oh, that's
I
so
am very,
cheesy,
very
but so
excited to
funny.
see this. Are
So
you all
good.
excited to see some Ant-Man and the Wasp? We've got some amazing fans and cosplayers right here on the red carpet with us as we welcome the creatives behind this amazing film.
That's right. We are so excited to celebrate this film tonight, which is going to open in theaters only in the U.S. on February 17th. So
Oh,
get those
man.
tickets now. We are
Gotta get
blasting
those
off
tickets,
into
guys,
Phase
if you
5,
haven't
and we're
already.
So excited to celebrate that tonight. Hype it up. Hear what everybody thinks about Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Woo!
Let's go.
But you know, before we talk
Oh,
about
they're
the
all
future
full out in
of the
cosplay.
MCU, I
Jeez.
think we should talk about the history of these characters a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, when we're talking about Ant-Man in particular, we're talking about his first appearance in the comics, Tales to Astonish, number 27.
I love it,
in
Steven.
January
Dude, look, he's got a full
1962.
suit,
That's
bro.
right.
Did you
And
see
then
his
a
suit?
little over a year later,
Oh,
we have
dude,
the
that's
appearance of
dope.
The Wasp in Tales to Astonish number 44 in 1963.
Wow. That means they've been heroes together for 60 years.
Yeah.
It's true what they say, Paul Rudd does not age.
I also think
He
this
really
is a pretty
doesn't,
cool
though.
60th anniversary party for this partnership, right?
Yeah. I think we all have to step it up a notch when we're planning our anniversaries from now on.
Right. Well, we could also talk about the big screen debut of these characters. Ant-Man first appeared in the MCU in Marvel Studios' Ant-Man in 2015 when Scott Lang charmed us all, played by Paul Rudd, as the lovable thief with, good intentions and a very devoted dad.
Scott Lang always has the best intentions, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
somehow-
no good deed goes
Always
unpunished
trouble
for
seems to
Scott Lang.
always find
no.
Scott Lang, no matter
And
where
then
he
in,
goes.
2018, we had Ant-Man and the Wasp, where of course we
Yeah, I
saw
can increase it for ya.
Hope Van Dyne finally get her suit and take on the ghost.
that better? That
with
should be a little better,
Ant-Man
hopefully.
as the wondrous Wasp.
That's right. And together we saw the two of them, along with Hank Pym, rescue Janet Van Dyne from the quantum realm.
Yes. And now Janet is back. Now they're all together. This is everything that they've been wanting, right? This is a family story.
That's right. And talking about family, we're going to see Cassie Lang finally join her dad on an adventure. Yes! Let's
It's
hear it
about
for
time.
Cassie.
It's about
Yeah,
time,
But
right?
now that they're all together, of course, because no good deed goes unpunished.
We get Kang!
Kang!
Kang! Kang!
We get Kang!
We get Kang.
Oh my God. Yes, we're so... Kang!
Oh, man.
Kang.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's dressed up just like him,
They are
man.
ready.
They're ready. But here's the thing,
So sick.
no one is ready. No one is ready for what Kang the Conqueror is going to be bringing to this movie and to Phase 5 of the MCU.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, I think it's a
absolutely
bunch
right,
of
and that is why we are so
Scots
glad
there.
we have these amazing
Then,
fans here tonight
on the other
joining
side,
us,
I think
celebrating
it's
this film,
Wasp
and
there
all of
as
you.
well.
All of you at home who are watching, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream with Anthony and I. We're so happy to celebrate it with you. You can watch on all of our social channels, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of it. You can see right up there on screen.
Yep. Be sure to, whatever way you try to get a hold of us, make sure you hashtag that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania so we
Nice.
see it.
Absolutely. And we want to make sure that you know this film
You know
opens
it.
in theaters on
Just gonna
February
dominate. You're just gonna
17th in the
dominate the
US,
movie,
so
Kang.
Get those tickets
Gonna
now.
be
That's right.
destroying
We've got
everything
a
in your
very,
path, bro.
very
I can't
big
wait for
hour
it.
for you planned here on
We're
the
here
red
for it,
carpet.
man.
And because it is so big, we cannot do it on our own. We brought some friends with us. Josh and Sade, how you doing?
What's going on, Tamar and Anthony? Thank you all so much. We are so happy to be here.
So happy.
Now, whether you're here live with us at the carpet or watching live at home, we can't wait to get this started. I'm Josh Soleil.
And I'm Sade Spence, and in just a short Ant-Man-sized moment, we are going to be in the thick of the action.
Absolutely. The stars are going to walk all the way through here.
Yeah,
to see
it
the
did look like a
premiere of the
real-life
film at the
council of
Regency
Kangs,
Westwood
didn't it,
Village Theater
Austin?
Here in Los Angeles. So we're going to have a chance to talk to them, as well as the greater Marvel cast,
no worries,
creators,
man.
and beyond the family.
Gotta love,
And that's why
gotta
I'm
love your
so
smart
excited to be
devices,
in this
man.
spot with
Always,
you,
they love to
Josh.
autocorrect
It is a
you.
destination for those creators.
Such a
We're going
pain
to get to speak
sometimes.
to them and get their insights and stories.
I'm so excited to be here with you. And we're live, y'all. Anything can happen. We don't know who's going to walk by us. We don't know who we're going to talk to. So if you catch anyone, make sure to tag us at Marvel and use that hashtag.
I know I'm personally excited to see Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly. They are Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
I cannot think of any better heroes. They are so beloved to the MCU.
Yo,
so much
Nico,
heart,
what's going
so
on,
much
man?
humor.
Welcome to the
And they are gonna
Marvel
take us
Studios
into the
Ant-Man and the
serious
Wasp
quantum
Quantumania
realm.
red carpet event, bro. Thank you so
Phase
much for swinging
5.
in.
Phase
Enjoy
5.
the
I'm
stream,
excited
man.
to
It's
see
going to be a
some
lot of fun. Going to see a lot of stars.
Obviously, the big baddie himself, King the
gonna be
Conqueror, and the
awesome.
introduction of him and what that means for the future of the MCU. I can't wait to see Jonathan Majors stroll down this carpet with that menacing look that he has.
Yes,
Terrifying.
yes.
I already have chills, but I'm also just so excited. Anthony and tomorrow, we obviously cannot wait.
You're an interesting man,
Well,
Scott
I'll tell you
Lang.
what, it looks like you've already got somebody behind you. Paul Rudd is just staring you down, Sade. He's
know.
got a look. He's got a look while he's looking at you.
Almost the real thing, okay? Almost.
Well, we know he's got to deal with a lot in this film from what we've seen so far and some of the teasers and the trailers that they've released. So we cannot wait
He's
to talk
awesome,
to
dude.
all of the actors.
He's gonna own
about
this
what they
role. I can feel it.
experienced
I can
in
just
this
feel it,
newest
man.
installment of the
100%.
Ant-Man franchise.
That's right. There's a lot of big new stuff going on, like we're all talking about. The quantum realm, hinted at. We've seen little bits of it. Of course, we know that Janet Van Dyne has been down there for a long time. And when Hank went in there, it looked weird. It's weird down there.
It's weird, it's bizarre, it's exciting. There are so many amazing looks in this film, so many different things they got to do and build out of their imagination.
So I'm excited to see the quantum realm get built upon and see us really see what kind of a civilization
Jonathan Majors
is
been
down
working
there.
hard.
You know, because
Can't wait
what
to
we've
see him with
seen
Michael
in
B.
the trailer,
Yeah.
Janet does not want to go back
I
down
know, you've
there.
been all
No,
over
not
that
only does
movie,
she not want to go back down
100%.
there, she doesn't want to talk
I still
about
need
it.
to see
Right.
those films,
I mean,
honestly.
can you
I still
imagine
haven't
not
seen
seeing
them.
your family for that long, coming back and then being kind of tight-lipped about things? How
Yeah,
does
like-
that go over?
Right, it's like, no, I'm good, I'm back. We don't need to discuss it.
But that's one of the things about this film I really love. It's all the family relationships, right?
Yes.
Charles,
I mean,
what's going
with
on,
Scott,
buddy? Thank you
who's
so much for
always wanted
swinging
to
in,
spend
man.
more time
Welcome
with Cassie.
in
Yes.
to the Marvel
And
Studios
now
Ant-Man
we
and the
see as
Wasp
Cassie's gotten older, she's
Quantumania
spending a lot more
world
time
premiere
with
event, red
Hank,
carpet event,
which is
man.
very interesting.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate you
true.
coming in,
Because
man.
Hank
Hope
and
you
Scott
enjoy
have
the
had their ups and
stream.
downs, obviously.
It's gonna be a lot of fun,
You
man.
know, Scott has had his ups and downs with everybody, but I feel like nobody more than the Van Dynes.
Well, as Evangeline Lilly has said on this red carpet before about their relationship, sometimes Hope is pleased with Scott.
Sure.
Sometimes she is not.
Same.
Thank you so much,
Hard
man.
saying.
Appreciate that, man.
Well, now we'll see how
Everyone
it goes with his
smash the
daughter
like button
because,
if you
there's a
haven't
very,
already.
very
If you
big
are
difference,
enjoying
I say
this
this speaking
red
from
carpet
experience,
event,
between dealing with
appreciate
a
it.
small child daughter and dealing with a daughter who is learning to have her own opinions.
Only one more
about
like to
things.
And as
20.
we know, everything
get it up to
Scott has
20,
done,
guys.
his
Thank you so much
motivation
for
throughout
swinging in.
everything has been Cassie.
Feel free to
But it's
share
hard
it
for a
out with your
child to
friends
see
if they're
that when you've
pumped
been
up for
gone
this
so long.
movie.
That's right, and I'm also looking forward to seeing what the Hope Janet dynamic is like, because
Right.
Janet's been gone for a long time, and all that we've wanted to see is the two of them reunited.
Well, we have a lot of things, a lot of mysteries, and a lot of questions that we want answered. A few of them might have hints in this trailer.
Hello,
Let's watch it one
Charles.
more time.
Let's take a look.
You're an interesting man.
All
Scarlet,
right, going small screen
you
again.
have a daughter.
Dad.
You're an
Gotta watch
Avenger.
out for those copyrights. You know what it is, guys.
Have I killed you before?
Appreciate you understanding.
On February 17th,
He can shatter existence.
nothing can prepare you
You may not want her to watch this.
for the new dynasty.
Oh my God, dude.
Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, rated PG-13. Experience it.
Bro, let's
February
go.
17th.
Man,
Look at 'em
he's
all
huge
down
and he's
there.
like, gang.
Amazing.
That's gonna be insane.
Listen, we have
Come
got-
on now.
I love on this carpet. We've got multiple Kangs.
So many Kangs.
We have denizens of the quantum realm. We've got a couple.
Yeah, the
we've
setup
got a
is
couple
phenomenal,
part-time
isn't it,
day
though?
job Scott Langs, which I absolutely love.
We have Hank and Janet in the quantum realm.
Very nice. Lovely to see you two back together. Wait, he's got the Hot Wheels case.
What?
Oh, that's sick.
Ah,
That's awesome.
Wonderful. I love it. We've got tiny Kangs, we've got tiny Scotts, we've got tiny Wasps, which is thematically appropriate.
I was about to say the wasp is always a little bit tiny,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
This is wonderful. How are y'all doing?
I honestly thought there would be more people allowed
I'm not
on the red
surprised that we
carpet.
have such amazing cosplay here today because this cast is so inspiring.
Oh my God, absolutely. You know, the Ant-Man movies are such wonderful stories. They're full of adventure and excitement and mostly family and how
You got
families
fans,
interact with
Kang.
one
You
another.
got
And I feel
fans,
like
bro.
This cast nails it like no one else could.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
sick. I wonder how
absolutely.
long
I mean,
it took
let's talk about Paul
took her
Rudd
to
for a minute,
make
right?
it and everything.
He captured our hearts in Marvel Studios' Ant-Man.
Yeah, here are the
Scott
character
Lang,
posters
it's amazing.
here.
He started
Looks
off
like.
as, well, we'll call him a petty thief with good
Yeah,
intentions.
a Robin Hood,
Exactly.
in his own mind at least.
And now he's a full-on superhero. He's a full-on Avenger. So very curious to see in this film how he is adjusting back to everyday life.
That's right. And for somebody who is sort of our everyman hero in the MCU, he has been such a linchpin to everything that has happened, all of these big events, and now, of course, kicking off Phase 5, meeting Kang. So that's huge. Next up, of course, we have Evangeline Lilly, our Wasp.
That's right, because Scott could not do it alone.
No,
So
no, Scott can't do anything alone.
No, she is crucial to this story. And now when we catch up with her again, she is running the Pim Van Dyne Foundation. And I'm so excited to see what she does as a leader, right? Because when we last saw her working at Pim Technologies, she was working under Darren Cross, Yellow Jacket, and that
Right.
whole thing got a little dicey as we saw.
You know,
So-
and her whole conflict with Hank was that she could lead, she could do this, she was the right person, and now she gets to show that off, and I think that's wonderful. You know, speaking of Hank, we're of course
There's a lot
talking
of
about
rumors
Hank
out
Pym,
there that
genius,
Darren
creator of
Cross
the Pym
is
particle,
actually
and of
MODOK.
course
There's
the
a
original
lot of
Ant-Man
rumors out
in
there.
the 60s, working for S.H.I.E.L.D. with his wife Janet.
Hope that's the case. That would
Found
be
Scott
an
Lang,
awesome plot
Got
twist.
him involved with Darren Cross in a very interesting way.
Yes, and we know too that maybe that didn't sit so well with Hope, who was like, hello, I'm over here. So the friction between the two of them was a big part of that first movie. They finally reconciled, and now he's actually semi-retired.
Yeah, I'm not a
so
fan
Hank
of
is
her
hanging out
hair
at
either,
home,
but she
and, of course,
maybe she
spending
did it
much
perhaps
needed
for the
time
movie.
with
I
Janet
don't
Van
know,
Dyne,
but
who we're so
yeah.
happy to welcome back.
That's right.
I feel you.
Janet Van Dyne was, of
They might
course,
even address it in the movie, who
unseen
knows.
in the first film, except for a quick flashback.
Right.
And the entire second film was spent getting her back. In a way, this whole thing has been about Janet Van Dyne, the original Wasp. And she, of course,
Yeah,
sacrificed
Austin, I think I'm
herself
with
and
you.
wound up in the quantum
You know,
realm for an
it
extremely
just
long
seems
time,
like that's what it's
and
gonna be.
has come back
And it's
different.
that's like
Just a little
perfect
bit
for me.
different. We'll see how she adjusts to life as well now
can't
that she's
wait.
joining Hank in retirement and what it's like to kind of be in superhero retirement, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Superhero retirement, I don't know how that works.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it can't.
Well, part of the way it works with Hank is he's actually mentoring Cassie Lang, played by Kathryn Newton, who's new to
right.
the MCU. When we last saw Cassie, she was a little girl, and now she's 18. She is very committed to the idea of exploring science and technology and how that can make the world a better place. And we'll see how Scott reacts to that.
Yeah, especially since Scott, an electrical engineer, is not the person she's chosen to be her mentor. She's chosen Hank Pym.
That's right.
So
And-
I'm excited to see how that plays out. But of course, all of them are probably going to have to put a lot aside to deal with Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror, our new big
There he
bad
is.
for Phase 5 of the MCU. I'm so excited to see Jonathan Majors in this role.
That's right. Now, we have seen Jonathan Majors before as a different version of this
He
character.
Who Remains.
He Who Remains at the head of the TVA, but this is a very, very different Kang. Kang the Conqueror is a despot and a ruler in the quantum realm.
That's right. They have really, really put together an incredible story here. And
Basically
it couldn't
the
have been
bad
done
version of
without
He
an
Who
incredible group
Remains.
of creators and a behind-the-scenes team. And Josh and Sade, I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Yeah, those
incredible
posters
group
are
of people.
phenomenal, aren't they,
talking about
K-Fine?
creators,
I think
Peyton
they're
Reed, the director
sick,
of the
man.
film. He directed the
I
first
shared a
two
few of
Ant-Man
them on my
films, and I can't wait to see
community
what he has
tab
in
there
store for
about a
us in
month
this one.
ago.
Yeah, and
I
Jeff
couldn't get them
Loveness is
all.
the
It wouldn't let me
writer.
share all,
He's done
I
Marvel
think, like
Comics,
6 or
now
7 of them.
translating to the big screen.
But, man,
so exciting. Also,
good.
he is going to be writing Marvel Studios'
Yeah,
Avengers
dude,
Kang Dynasty.
he's going to be a
Can't wait. Also, Kevin
badass.
Feige,
I'm
producer
like
and president of Marvel Studios, has all the
99% sure of it.
Steven Broussard
Can't
is
wait.
another producer, been with the MCU since 2008, so good to have another familiar face.
And Bill Pope, the cinematographer, he worked on Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings.
100%
so he knows all about
Kang.
action, so I can't wait to see about the Quantum Realm.
Christoph Beck, the composer, worked on all 3 Ant-Man films.
Yeah,
I
Nico.
can't wait to hear
Posters
how the Quantum
are
Realm
really,
sounds.
really good.
Yes, and Sammy Sheldon Differ,
Amazing
the costume
artwork
designer.
done
And
there.
you're going to see a lot of
Love
awesome
it.
costumes in the Quantum Realm, which I can't wait for you to see them.
And speaking of the Quantum Realm, Jesse James Chisholm is our visual effects supervisor, MCU vet, so you know it's going to look Quantumania, okay?
Yes, absolutely. And Will Tay, the production designer. This is his first ever MCU film, so it's going to be a beautiful wonder to see what he has in store for us in the Quantum Realm. There's so many creators
yeah,
that
the
put this
reviews are going to
together.
be dropping and
Tamara,
everything.
Anthony,
Yep.
over there,
So
how does it
you'll
feel with
start
this
seeing like
beautiful
first
Marvel family
looks
that's
and
growing
everything.
growing the more we
Maybe
get
I'll make
into
a
it?
video about that,
Well, we cannot
about
wait
what people
to
think
talk
of the
to
movie
this
so far,
gorgeous
because I
Marvel
did that
family
for
here on the
Black
carpet. By the way, this
Panther,
carpet
so maybe I'll
is
do that for
absolutely
Ant-Man
beautiful
as
and it
well.
reflects some of the incredible visuals that we're going to see in the film.
That's right. We are at the historic Regency Westwood Village Theater here in LA, and it is absolutely gorgeous. We are excited to be here. We are excited to be surrounded by the fans as everything is happening.
Honestly, like I said, I thought there would be more fans. I thought there would be more room for fans, but maybe they reserved it.
You know, one thing that we've been talking about and around, but we haven't talked about very much, is the quantum realm, and it's something that we don't know much about. But hearing as Peyton Reed and some of the other creators has been doing interviews over the last few weeks, hearing about their inspirations from the quantum realm. You know, obviously Peyton Reed loves a lot of that Silver Age 60s sci-fi.
That's right. He said he was particularly inspired by the covers of sci-fi books, the paperbacks from the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah, trying to take a bit of that like psychedelic,
that's
you know,
cool.
these swirls of color, these kind of like you don't know quite where you are or what's going on at any time. And it's so wonderful to see that kind of translated onto the screen. And I wonder what that means for the quantum realm as a place.
I don't know, but that's one of the mysteries of this, and I cannot wait to see it. Josh, Sade, what are you guys thinking about?
Expansive, right? The Marvel Universe is so big, just like the Quantum Realm. It really touches every corner of our lives, Sade.
It really does. And if you're a Marvel fan,
Yeah, I
chances are
agree.
you're playing Marvel
Maybe just
Snap.
like
It's our
exclusive for
fast-paced,
just like a certain
adrenaline-pumping
amount of
card
people,
battler
you
game
know.
that puts the entire Marvel multiverse
Good for
in your
them.
hands.
That's awesome.
And that's not enough. It won the Mobile Game Award at the Game Awards last year.
Amazing. I mean, y'all, if you're not playing Marvel Snap, you gotta start playing it. And what's also incredible about this, it's gonna take you into the Quantum Realm with the new season. And we got an exclusive
that's
debut
dope.
trailer paid for Marvel Snap. Let's check it out.
I tried playing Marvel Snap and I just couldn't get into it. I don't get into card games. Now, I'm not too concerned about like video game trailers. I usually don't get like sampled for that, but like live action I do. So I'm not gonna minimize this one. I don't feel as concerned. Oh, Charles, I didn't even think about that, bro. That's clever. Very clever,
Oh my
man.
gosh,
So
Josh,
maybe it's
I cannot
accidentally
wait to
done on
play the new
purpose.
season when it comes out. Marvel Snap,
awesome.
you gotta get it and follow on social for more updates.
Y'all, if you're wondering who this beautiful gentleman is right here, well,
Yeah,
he is
Austin,
Ben
it
Brode,
seems
the
dope. I
Chief
just can't get
Development
into it.
Officer
I don't know if
at
it's just
Second
like the
Dinner,
fact that it's like a
studio
card
leading
game.
Marvel Snap.
I kind of wish it was like
Congratulations on
live
all this
action, I
success.
guess.
I mean, we
But
get to talk to you paid for by
yeah.
Marvel Snap. How's it going? It's going great.
hey, Skinny, what's going on, bro? I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Man, I
Thank
love
you
it.
so
Well,
much
we are
for
so
swinging by
excited
the
to have
stream,
you. We're
man.
big fans
Welcome
of
into
Marvel
the
Snap.
red
And,
carpet
we were
event
just
for
talking
Ant-Man and the
about
Wasp
Quantum Realm, and
Quantumania,
we are
man.
so excited
So
But
pumped for this
anybody who's
film,
been
man.
living under a rock for the
Appreciate
past
you
6
coming
months, can you give us a little overview of what Marvel Snap is?
Hey, Edits, what's going on, bro?
Marvel
Thank
Snap
you
is
so
a
much for
super
swinging in. Hope you're doing
fast
well.
Card game. It's the fastest card battler in the multiverse.
Pumped for Ant-Man and the
It's on your
Wasp.
mobile
The
phone,
star
so
should
it's
be
free.
arriving here
You can
very
download it
shortly,
whether you've
guys.
Played strategy games before, or it's
This
your
is
first time
phenomenal.
ever playing a game. It is
Can't
so
believe
much
it's
fun and
almost
so easy
time.
to get into.
Okay, I gotta talk about battle mode that just came out.
Yeah.
Now I can play with friends.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us more about it.
Well, yeah. Look, I've been curious who among us is the best Marvel Snap player, and so I've been playing with my buddies, and yeah, y'all can play Marvel Snap, download it today, and play against your family, play against your friends, and see who's the best.
I love it. I love it.
And I hear that Kang the Conqueror is pretty awesome in the game. and Moonlight's as a DJ. You got to tell us more about that.
Yeah. So King the Conqueror is a card that's coming out soon in Marvel Snap, and when you play King the Conqueror, he rewinds time. He controls the power of time, and so you get to
that's
see what
sick.
your opponent's
That's
going
kinda
to do and
cool.
all the moves they're going to make. Then it rewinds time, and you get to respond to that and play the whole turn again. And they know now that you know what they were going to do, and so are they going to do the same thing? Are they going to change it? It creates some really interesting, fun mind games.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And working with
Nice.
Marvel has been like a dream come true. And they let us do
Hey,
really
Blue
crazy
Eclipse, what's
variants
going
to
on, buddy?
explore
Thank
the
you so much
characters
for
throughout all the
swinging in,
different
man. Hope you're doing good.
multiverses.
Haven't seen you in a
King,
while.
is like the
Appreciate you
master of the
swinging by the
multiverses.
stream,
So
bro.
they let us do a cool
Ready for some Ant-Man and the
DJ
Wasp
variant where he's like
Quantumania.
DJing a rave in outer space. It's one of my
Welcome to the
favorite-
red carpet event.
Awesome. This is incredible.
My mind is blown. My mind is blown. Well, y'all,
Our
if
minds
you're,
are blown.
if you're
We are
not
so
following
excited.
Marvel Snap on social, check it out on the screen right here. Make sure you're following Marvel Snap because you need to have all
Yo,
the
E
updates
Skinny,
as
are
well.
you serious,
Yes, and
bro?
if you are not already playing,
No
scan
way.
that QR
That's
code,
awesome, man.
download it, and again, follow on social for more updates.
Wow.
Ben and I are going to be playing battle mode while you're
Was it
doing
like
the carpet, right?
like
That's
script or
right.
what?
That's right now.
I got it
That's
covered.
insane,
I got
man.
it covered.
Well, tomorrow, Anthony, how are y'all doing there on the other side of the carpet?
Good stuff, Austin.
really,
You'll
really
be
good
all
because
set
we've just
once he
gotten
gets
some
released,
exciting
man.
news.
That's what's
That's
up.
right. We have heard that Ant-Man is in the building.
Ant-Man's here. Paul Rudd is here.
That's right. Everybody is starting to show up. We are here. We are here on the carpet, and in just a moment, the cast is going to start coming through, and it's very exciting because they're coming through to help us kick off Phase 5. It's happening tonight.
And there's so much about this movie that is laying the groundwork for what's to come in Phase 5. Now, these people are very, very well trained to keep the Marvel
Yeah, they're on a
secrets,
red
but
carpet. I
we're gonna
forget
try
exactly
and see
where
what
they're
we can get
at.
out of them.
It's
We're
in
gonna
Los
do what we
Angeles.
can. And listen, we're
I forget
very
which
good.
theater it's being held
We're
at.
very good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they've
they're
got
on the
super
red
secret
carpet
training,
here
so
in
I don't know,
LA.
We'll see how it goes.
I feel confident in the fact that we are going to spoil everything to... No, we're not going to do that. No. But I am excited to talk to them about what it feels like to kick off Phase 5. You know, Ant-Man and the Wasp came in sort of, not at the very beginning. They weren't Phase 1
Oh,
characters.
you Skinny, that's real
This
interesting,
is
man.
A whole new
I'll
feeling,
have to read
I
up
would
on that.
imagine,
That's
and
quite
whole
interesting.
new
I don't want to
territory
spoil myself,
for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
but I
Sure,
am
well,
curious
we're taking
about it,
stories
at the
from
same
the Ant-Man
time.
franchise.
the
Formerly they've
news
been
part
in
of
San
it, I
Francisco.
guess,
They've
if
been
you
set in
will.
a world that we,
Man,
all
that's
we regular
wild,
humans,
bro.
are familiar with, that we know. We've seen like everyday objects like
I'm
salt
guessing
shakers
it
get
sounds
blown
like
up,
it's going to be
huge size,
incredible.
and that's been really fun. But now we're going to take those more intimate stories, and we are going to go on an epic adventure.
That's right. And it's all happening in, gosh, under an hour right now. But Josh Sade, I hear you've got somebody with you over there.
Oh, yeah, we do. We are here with production designer Will Hatay. How do you feel surrounded by all of these Marvel fans?
It's amazing. It's such an incredible turnout. They're all dressed up, most of them, and it's fabulous. Yeah, it's great.
Now, Will, I got to ask. This is your first introduction into the MCU.
It is.
What was it like coming into this big, wide family?
It was incredible, actually, because it happened during the pandemic, so that was tough. We're all working remote, and remember the Zoom days? We were doing all of that. Everyone's been great, and it's just such a great opportunity, really. To get to design the Quantum Realm it's just been fantastic.
Yeah, which we have so many questions about. Where do you get inspo? Where do you even start? It seems so expansive.
Lots of conversations with Peyton Reed at the beginning, and lots of
I need to see
research.
more
I
of
do a
his
lot of
movies,
visual
but
research,
I could see that. I
bit
could
of
definitely
reading
see
around the
that,
subject
you know?
matter, and then you kind of your
100%.
brain melts. But no, I do a lot of drawing still. I still draw, and then I work with a whole team of great artists and just grow the ideas, and we just expand them for whether it's story. Well, it's always story.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, most won't. Most will just wait, or they'll make sure they say, hey, spoiler warning before they do it. But you'll start seeing thoughts of the movie itself because press are invited to this event
Now, this is
here
gonna be a tough question to answer,
live as well.
but
So the
through
press
all of
is
the
here.
work in
So
this
right
film
after
that
the
you've
movie
done, what are
ends,
you
you're going to
most
start
excited for
seeing
fans to see about it?
thoughts about it and everything.
Kang.
And I might go ahead and do like a little
Jonathan's
thought, like
amazing.
review
Honestly,
roundup, if you will,
one of the great
on
joys
what
of
some of the
designing
people
things
think
being a
of this
designer is
movie and
when
everything.
you design a set or
You know,
a
maybe
world or
make
an
a quick
environment,
video about that and
the
everything.
actors
Maybe look out for that
just-
here tomorrow,
just
perhaps.
become it. And Jonathan is a very, very
But yeah,
generous
good
man.
question, K-Fon.
He came up to me on set numerous times and just was thanking me for it. And,
Oh,
you know,
he's
which
skinny.
is
He
awesome,
has
and
to,
he's an
man.
awesome
He has to.
actor,
Oh,
but
I don't even know
the
what
fans are gonna
what he
love
would play, but
seeing
like,
Kang. You know,
I'm sure
it's
there could
not
be
he who
something for him,
remains, it's
though. You know what I mean?
Ooh, oh my gosh. And hearing that, if you can quickly tell us, what was it like working with, actually, we are going to actually take it a little bit quickly, but we're so thankful to talk to you.
Oh, she's gotta move
and send you
on.
on your way. So many people
The
want to chat with
producer got in her
you.
ear.
Tamara, Anthony, what is
Producer
going
got in her
on
ear.
over there?
Well, we'll tell you what's going on. Paul Rudd is in the
Oh,
building.
Paul Rudd, guys.
Scott Lang, Ant-Man, back again, kicking off Phase 5. How's it feel?
It feels big. It feels exciting. It's cool. It's really cool to be here. I can't believe that it's happening. It's really happening now. It's great.
Well, one of the things that we always love about Scott Lang is that he's kind of a stand-in for us. He's our regular, everyday guy hero.
Yeah.
So how is it like adjusting post-Blip, post-Avengers Endgame?
Yeah. Well, it's Scott feels pretty good because everything's kind of in the rearview mirror now, and he can kind of live a normal life and maybe catch up on some time with his family. And
Surely nothing can be as bad as Thanos. That's over.
That's right. I mean, my gosh, what could be as bad as Thanos?
Possibly trying to get along with a teenage daughter. And how's that going?
Yeah, that's a challenge. That's sometimes even more challenging than battling Thanos. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I have to ask you this, because I've watched the trailer a few times, and you can tell me if I have a good read on this. Is Scott Lang shrinking down and actually going into his midlife crisis in this film? Is that what's going on?
I feel like he's been doing that kind of slowly but surely over the course of the last decade. But yeah, there's a bit of
Oh, dude, you have an
I
awesome
relate to
history
that part just
teacher.
a little too well.
That's so
Well,
cool.
it seems like it's about making up lost time, and it's a big deal because everything for Scott has been about Cassie, has been
That's
about his
right.
daughter, has been about his family,
Yeah.
and she's all of a sudden 18 now.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yo,
you know,
he's
he
skinny with
did
the
miss out on some
$16.99
years,
super
as
chat,
did
my
Cassie,
guy.
and
I just
so
wanted to
I
donate.
think that it's-
Thank you so
it makes
much, man.
sense
I
that Scott
appreciate
would
that.
want
That
to
is so
try
kind
and,
of you,
like,
man.
you know, spend time with
Wow,
his
that's
little girl,
amazing.
who might
Thank
not
you so
be
very,
as
very
little
much. I
as,
sincerely appreciate
she
that,
was the
bro.
last time he got to spend
That's
some
so
time
kind,
with her.
bro.
So, yeah, I think you're right.
That's
Catching up
awesome.
with some lost time.
And we've talked a little bit about how this movie is really kind of a family vacation movie in a way. Did you pick up any tips for traveling and doing family vacations together?
I always believe in packing light. You know, if you can avoid checking luggage,
yes,
do it. You know, if you're going to the quantum realm,
yeah,
you don't want to have to carry around a big suitcase.
No, because you don't know whether it's going to float away, where it's going to go.
It's not going to be that big anyway. If it's in the quantum realm, it's going to be really, really small. But yeah, you don't know. There's, you know, certain surfaces are weird. You don't know if you're going to be able to wheel it across,
Yes.
and that means carrying it. And if you got a big suitcase, it's the last thing you want to be dealing with down on the quantum level.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the quantum realm. This is a big, big mystery for all of us. And I know it was a very, very interesting production for you all. I mean, this is a vast dimension that does not exist. What was that like shooting that?
Well, it's a little strange at times because we're, you know, imagining it. We're surrounded by a blue screen, so we don't really know. And it's always exciting on nights like this when we see the movie for the first time and it's revealed, oh, that's what it looks like. However, there were moments on this shoot where we were filming in something called the volume,
yes,
which is an LED screen all the way around an entire soundstage that projects lights and images and gives us a little bit of a sense of what it might look like. So this was the first time we were kind of thrust into this magical, weird world and had an idea of what it kind of looked like. And it helped filming those scenes because you really feel as if, you know,
you have something to react
there.
against, whereas
Yeah.
imagine in the first and second one, you were very much like, okay, man, it's tardigrades and weird spores.
Yeah, and not just a green tape mark.
Right.
Actually having something real to react to.
It's nice. It really does help. It really does.
I feel like these have gotten bigger and bigger as Scott has become more and more of a hero. Can you tell us a little bit more about kind of like the scale of this one compared to the other ones?
Well, this one felt a bit different than the first two. As much as, gosh, I think we all loved working on the first two and loved our place and kind of these, familial
Sorry, I'm not
themes.
reading comments,
And we got
guys.
to
I'm
do
leaving
all
the
of that in
stage for
this one,
Scott, as
but
you
it
can
felt
probably
like,
guess.
oh yeah, this is phase 5. This is rolling out something very big, with some really big storylines, some really big characters, and so it was exciting. It felt different. It felt bigger.
Well, we are so excited for Phase 5 and what this movie is kicking off. There are a lot of people here who want to talk to you, so we got to send you on your way. But if you want to quickly say something to the fans before we go, they're watching live.
Everybody.
Oh, I guess all you Marvel fans, I hope you like this movie. See it in a theater. You want to get that full immersive experience, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to meet all of these people who are, boy, sweating it out in costumes. My God. This is really good.
Well, thank you so much. Paul Rudd, everybody.
All right. Thank you so much.
It's awesome.
Josh Sade, how you doing?
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We have Christoph Beck, the composer of the film. Christoph, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, now, look, you've worked on all of the Ant-Man films. And
Yeah,
we've been
hopefully
hearing
the
a lot from different
CGI is
people. This
better,
a big
E Skinny.
tonal
I'm thinking
shift.
it will be,
What was
man.
the inspiration
From
for
what
this
we've
movie?
seen so
It sure
far
is a big tonal
with
shift.
the
movie
with the trailers,
takes place
it looks like it's going to be phenomenal.
Totally,
Bro, thank you again so very much for that super chat. That's so kind of you.
From whole cloth, and the music
I
needed
appreciate
to
that
reflect
sincerely.
The newness of that and the strangeness of that and the fun of that too. So there's still
Kang.
the things we love about the first 2 Ant-Man movies and music, but a whole new layer of otherworldly
Yeah, I have a feeling he will.
electronic sounds that
Like
I
a
got to work
real
into the
good
score
one.
this time.
I have a feeling
Ooh, I
people
am
are really
so
pumped up for
excited
this
to
one,
hear
Blue.
it. And can you tell us a little bit about the creative process? Do you see bits of
Yeah,
the film first
100%.
and
The
then you
trailers
start
just look
composing,
absolutely
or
flawless.
How does it work?
Yeah,
Like the
that's pretty
colors,
much it.
the effects, it's
while
just,
they're shooting, I start to get scenes
you
and I
know,
start
another
to work
level.
on ideas.
They've stepped it up.
The lovely thing about working on a sequel is the themes are already well
Yo,
established.
Peterman watching from Jerusalem, Israel. Awesome, bro. Thank you so much for swinging by, man. Hope you enjoy this red carpet event for Marvel Studios Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania. This is the red carpet event. The movie officially premieres here in the United States for some folks here tonight.
I'm writing
So
music and adjusting music to fit
for
the
select
new
media,
scenes.
if you will.
And it's my favorite part about working on a sequel is the new elements that come in, and Cassie's theme is one of the things that I'm really proud of. That's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Yeah, the
is
music
that
does
it's
seem like
actually
it's going to be
the Ant-Man
really,
theme
really dope.
backwards.
Looking
So
forward to how
it's
that's going
a
to
very
work out
sneaky
too.
way of sort of saying these 2 characters
Baba's
are
watching from
related and also
Dubai.
musically.
Oh, that's
Well, I love
so
that. And
dope,
speaking of
bro.
characters,
Thank you
we're seeing
so
a lot of
much for
characters
swinging in. I got
introduced in the MCU,
international
as well as
folk up
Phase
in
5,
here.
the
That's
epicness
so
of that.
awesome. Thank you so much for swinging by. I appreciate you.
Tamara and Anthony over there.
Hope you're
stage. What are
doing
you guys
well.
doing over there?
Oh, not much. We're just hanging out with
That's so
Steven
cool.
Broussard, the producer of the film. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
We have to ask you about Kang.
Yes.
So many Kang questions, Steven.
Absolutely. Well, he's taking the stage in a big way tonight, I think. It's going to be very defining for this next phase moving forward.
Yeah.
Steven's
so
the producer of the movie
We
here.
have seen a version of Kang, obviously. We have met He Who Remains.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like
this
it,
is not that
At least for
correct?
a few of the movies
correct.
there, huh, Blue?
So I actually worked on Loki as well, which was kind of cool.
That's why we wanted to ask you about this specifically.
We're like,
Absolutely.
this, you know, Kang.
I know. We know so far. We're meeting another version tonight. We'll see where it goes. And, it's just been amazing to watch Jonathan bring these characters, plural, to life. And I always say he's a bit like a Swiss Army knife, right, as a performer. And we've seen a few of the blades come out. And stay tuned, I would say, moving forward.
I feel like you must love when you're working with characters like Kang, when you're working in places like the quantum, the quantum realm. You must be just such a huge fan of like all of the Marvel continuity history and where these characters come from. What kind of story are you looking forward to telling over the course of Phase 5?
It's this story was very exciting to tell, and it was great because when you're lucky enough to get to a part 3, which we are, on this particular franchise. We want to try something new, and so the whole idea.
I think this is also so cool because I know Paul Rudd really pushed for a third Ant-Man movie as well.
Crime genre movies, and we pick them up and we drop them a completely different type of movie. You know, so to your earlier point, and it's just
Blue,
exciting
just
to kinda
watching
watch
from the
these
moon.
people in a completely
Nice,
different
bro.
situation, and all the world building and the science fiction that went along with that was a blast.
Well, and something though that does stay constant are the characters is what is at the heart of the movie. So tell us a little bit about the dynamic we're going to see between Scott and Cassie this time around.
Yeah, I think one of the themes of the movie is that, you know, the race is never over, right? As long as we're here and we're drawing breath, growth continues. And so he had a relationship with his young daughter, who was, you know, a beating heart of those first two films. And she's grown up, you know, she's a young woman. She has her own ideas about how the world should work. And he may be in a certain point in his life, and it may not necessarily line up with, with where she's at. And so there's a lot of some good conflict in there, you know, built around love and respect and everything we've come to know from that dynamic. But it's all in kind of a new context.
Well, it wouldn't be a Marvel movie if there weren't amazing conflict that we love to watch. So congratulations on the film tonight, and have a great time seeing it on the big screen.
Thank you so much, Stephen Broussard. Josh, Sade, how you holding up over there?
Oh, we are doing awesome. We are here with Emma Caulfield Ford. Hello. You know, we know you from Marvel Studios' WandaVision. How does it feel to be here surrounded by all these Marvel fans?
Pretty amazing. Yeah, it's great. You know, I just have this like sort of, it's not really a syndrome. I'm not going to go that far, but I feel like I'm completely anonymous all the time. So when someone's like, hey,
Dottie's
I'm like,
in this movie
what's
from
up? Do we go to school
WandaVision.
together? Like, what's up?
Interesting.
So when there's a lot of them, they're like, we love that throat. What up?
Here they go.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm on the show. You know me from that. That's so weird. So it's nice.
What would
Hey,
Dottie do
Cuphead,
in
bro,
the
I
quantum
wish I
realm?
was there, man. Maybe
Oh, God.
give me about like 100 or
I mean, what wouldn't she do?
150,000 more
Hey,
subscribers,
you know what I
and
mean?
then maybe
I think
I'd be
Dottie's very
there.
resourceful. I'm a big fan
Not
of
there
her.
quite yet, bro.
And that's about all I
Soon,
can say
maybe.
about
Maybe
Dottie.
someday soon.
Okay, but what do you think she's up to in Westfield?
Well, what do I think or what do I know?
I don't know. I heard it too. I was
Because
like, huh?
both those things, you know, I really can't say because then I might get in trouble.
The
Then you know what?
secrets.
We will just leave it there. We won't get you in trouble.
I personally am always having a really good time.
We're glad to
So
hear
I think that has to show through, hopefully.
It is. It is.
I love it. I love
No,
it. Emma, thank
Tamara-
you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Tamara and Anthony, how y'all doing at the front of the carpet?
Oh my gosh, we are here
Yeah,
with
it's
David
sick.
Dastmalchian,
Isn't it,
and
though?
he's showing us
I
this
love
really
it.
cool thing.
He has a special marble.
This is a very special thing for me, you know. It's just really amazing being here. It's pretty emotional. I have been a part of the Ant-Man family for quite a while now, and when we first started filming Ant-Man, we started principal photography back in 2014 in San Francisco, and I bought this ant marble at a little oddity shop that I found in the Tenderloin district, and I've kept it ever since. And Peyton Reed has one as well. So if you see Peyton tonight, you can say David Dastmalchian showed us his magic ant marble, and I think that all the success of these movies really is because of my magic marble.
The second I saw the marble, I was like, that's what did it.
That is right,
what did it.
That's what did it.
But I want to ask
That's
you,
cool.
you know, you're talking about how you started this whole journey back in 2014, and now you're on, this is the third Ant-Man movie. You know, this is Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania is the third time this has happened. And it really feels like this is not just a story of a family, but this is, you have all really gotten very close over the course of these years.
These stories are about family. This is
Yeah,
the
he's real
most
tall.
heartfelt
Like,
of
he looks
all
like he
of
might be
the
taller
MCU
than me.
stories, in my opinion, and I'm so proud of what Peyton has
I'm
been
pretty
able to
tall.
accomplish in the story that he tells of Scott's journey, Hope's journey, Cassie's journey, Hank, Janet. I mean, it is a family, and that I've gotten to be a part of that.
Man,
in a
we
small
eventually
way
do have
has
to see
just
Ghost
been
Rider,
one
huh,
of the highlights
Cuphead?
of my life.
Hopefully
and I
we
want
do at
everyone
some
to know
point.
that making this film and being back
Yeah,
with
I'm
these
with you on
guys
that.
was one of the most joyful cinematic experiences I've ever had working. And if what you're going to see tonight or in the weeks to come is even a fraction of that joy, you're in for a heck of a fun ride.
Well, speaking of small, you actually get to play a character in the quantum realm, which is pretty
That's right.
amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about your character and what it was like shooting there?
This is monumentous for me. I've been hiding this inside for so long. This is the first time I've been able to talk about Veb, my character.
Yes!
Because I'm here tonight. Like, I can talk about this now, right? Is it okay? I can
Yes.
talk? Okay.
Ah.
The most like I said, the most joy I've ever had getting to bring a character to life, but they were so collaborative. The whole team, the writers, producers, from Stephen Broussard to Jeff Loveness and Peyton Reed, they were just like, where do you see this character's powers going? What do you see him being able to do? And I am a character, a creature, a being who exists in the quantum realm. And he's surrounded by his friends, but they're under a lot of oppression from a very nasty individual who we know is going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. And I get to be part of the resistance. I hope things work out for Veb. He may be small, but he might be mighty.
Well, we're very, very excited to meet
interesting.
Veb. We're so excited to have you back. This is so wonderful. David Dastmalchian, thank you so much
Have a great time tonight. Thanks for talking to the fans.
Of course, thank you. Love you guys all. Thank you.
Josh, Sade, back to you.
What's up, y'all? We have Sarah Haley Finn, the casting director of the film. Sarah, it is so great to have you here. Now, Jonathan Majors, King the Conqueror, what was that like?
Exciting.
As far as I know, there's definitely going to be like
Loki,
a mid-credit scene and then an after-credit scene. So at least two.
He was going to emerge in a really
I'd be surprised if there's more than that.
Such a talented actor,
Guess we'll
such
have
an
to
exciting
see,
addition
but
to the MCU, and
you
I
never
can't
know.
wait for you
You
to see
never
what's
know,
going to
man.
happen.
Also, in this movie, Quantum Realm, you know, new creatures, beings, characters. What were you looking for when casting?
I don't know if I can give away any spoilers, but it was wacky. It was wacky. I would say that we cast characters that we have never heard of or considered ever having to cast before. And it was also a lot of fun. And as I'm sure you know or we'll find out, we were able to get some amazing actors to come in and play with us in this quantum realm and bring them to life.
And a big theme of this movie is all about family.
Yeah.
How do you find that family dynamic when casting?
Yeah, it's so important. It's so important to find the right connection and the right sense of humor and the right sensibility so that they're going to feel like they fit together. So bringing in Kathryn Newton as our new Cassie Lang was very exciting, and I think that you're going to see them together. We have Evangeline, of course, back with Paul, and I know I have to say their character names. I'm terrible at that. I keep calling them by their actors, but of course, Hope and Scott Lang again. We have Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet and Michael Douglas, and we'll see the whole family interact in a way that we didn't get to before as much because they weren't together for as much time.
I know we're all so excited. Tamara, Anthony, what's going on up there?
Oh my gosh, we are here with William Jackson Harper, who is joining the MCU tonight. Welcome.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh my star. You are coming in to the quantum realm. We are going to be meeting your character. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, he's a bit of a freedom fighter, I guess.
Nice,
you know,
nice.
Yeah, you know, things have been a little thorny down there, and we're trying to set things right. So, yeah, that's all I feel comfortable saying. I just kind of want folks to watch it, you know.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to know,
Cuphead. It's definitely going to be a lot more dark. We're going to get a little bit of comedy here and there. I mean, it's an Ant-Man movie, so we're going to get a little comedy here and there. But yeah, it definitely looks more serious, more along the serious of the Marvel Studios movies. You know, definitely the most serious of all the Ant-Man movies for sure. So.
You know,
it's going to be interesting, man. Buckle up.
Not making sense and being a little weird. That feels very familiar. It's just it engages all of my little nerdy impulses and like just sort of hits all those little buttons for me, and it's just so cool to like get in there and have this huge set and all that stuff, and it's just such a big adventure.
Well, we share those nerdy impulses for sure. And one of the things that you've talked about in interviews is the idea that when you join casts that have actors, you know, who you admired for a while, the actors in this film are amazing. How do they welcome you? What's the atmosphere like on set with this Ant-Man family?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Everyone's so sweet and really kind and open and funny, and I felt like I was just sort of just diving in with some folks that I've known for a little while, so it was great. It was great.
When you going, Cuphead?
Amazing. Well,
going
we
next
are very
Thursday night.
To meet your character, find
next
out
Thursday
more
night,
about
the
your
16th,
character,
when I'm going.
and see everything that happens to you in the
Yeah, bro. I mean,
realm.
honestly, the suit's
Welcome
interesting.
To the MCU.
I mean, it's kind of like
This is very, very exciting.
a two-tone deal, right? I mean,
That'd be great.
Well, it's great to meet both of you. Ali, thank you so much for joining us here tonight, too. And you guys have a great time tonight.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Oh my stars! Everybody is showing up.
I know.
I love this.
What's going on down at stage 2?
Oh my gosh, y'all. Everyone is just beaming. We're looking radiant. It's a quantum energy. People are lining up.
It's a quantum energy. It's well played.
It is so exciting, and we have talked to so many of the cool creatives we mentioned earlier, if you're just joining at home, that have really brought this film to life. Sarah Haley Finn, casting director, so huge. to know who's
That suit was pretty radical, wasn't it, though?
The great thing about this Marvel
Like, what the
family
heck?
is it's a family, and it really just transpires all across the different realms. And now you have the quantum realm that we're bringing in. You just talked to William Jackson Harper, who plays Quaz, which is another addition to this MCU world with new people in new realms. It just gets larger and larger and larger.
and bigger and bigger and bigger. But it was so cool to see so many reunions. Speaking of this family, and we are just so excited, beaming. Can't wait to see what else goes down tonight.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it because it's so good to have a chance to talk to these incredibly
They're
talented
chanting
stars
Kang.
and creatives.
They're chanting Kang right now. Jonathan Majors might be here. Might be coming.
Wasp, it's Evangeline Lilly, everybody.
Oh, Evangeline Lilly.
So, I read this fantastic interview that you did where you talked
That's an
about
interesting
the fact
dress.
that Hope has been one of the most challenging characters for you, but there was something about this time around. You had an epiphany, and I would love to hear more about your thoughts on Hope this time.
An epiphany. Well, I mean, Hope has been evolving so much and so rapidly over 3 movies. It's very rare that you get to play a character in film where you get this kind of change from film to film. She started out a really cold and sort of isolated character, and by the time we get to the beginning of this film, she is reunited with her mother. She has repaired her relationship with her father. She's fallen in love with Scott, and she's kind of a stepmom of sorts. So she's really entrenched in family life and as a very, very new sort of open heart. And so she's much more vulnerable than she was when we first met her.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, somebody who's had basically their walls up for 30 years takes them down
I
all
feel
of a
you,
sudden.
Cuphead. That's cool, bro. That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, really dangerous, especially when you get sucked into the quantum realm with all of your loved ones.
As we all know.
As you do. As you do.
Oh my
Along
gosh.
those lines, so
So
much of
funny.
what has driven Hope through these last 2 movies is being reunited with her mom. But the reality of that versus the expectation of what that's really like. Can you talk to us about what it's like when they finally come together and have time?
Yeah, I think when she lost her mom, she was 8 years old, and she might have had a stunted understanding of that relationship based on the fantasies of a little girl of like, one day I'll find my mom and we'll reunite and it's going to be amazing and she's going to be my best friend and we're going to tell each other everything. And then when Janet really does come out of the quantum realm, she's very cagey, and she's very closed, and she's not telling Hope much of anything, and Hope feels really shut out. And so there is a gap between what she dreamed and imagined would happen and the sort of adult reality she has to face.
Yeah. And now that she's sort of gotten her mom back, and there is this kind of like complicated reality. She is also running this foundation now. She's in the lead, which she's always wanted to be.
Yeah.
And how is she handling leadership? Is that what she expected either?
Well, in her day-to-day life, leadership suits her very well, and she's very comfortable in that role, and she thrives in that role. And she's doing incredible things all around the world for global warming and, housing crises and all different kinds of things like that. But being thrust into the quantum realm with her family and having the stakes suddenly go from, fixing macro problems to dealing with the micro relationships in her life, it's much more complicated. And I think that there's just a little bit more vulnerability that you can see because of that.
Well, we're so excited to see how her relationship with her parents grows in this, what happens with Scott and Cassie. And we have a whole bunch of people who want to know that from you today. So we've got to send you on your way, but have a wonderful time tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for taking the time. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Josh Sade, back to you.
Evangeline
oh my gosh,
Lilly.
You all. I have to tell you, it is so electric over here, okay? I mean, there's so much going on. Fans, we just saw producer Stephen Broussard walk by. David Dastmalchian.
Yeah, Blue, he's got to be coming, right? He's got to be coming. I thought I heard them yelling, Kang, Kang, Kang. So I feel like he's got to be coming at some point here.
It's just so awesome to have you
Maybe
guys
he
talking
just
back in the
arrived or
front
something and he's making his
walk
way
by us.
down the
Hey,
carpet.
we just saw you. But that just goes to show the energy of this. People are just so happy to be here. They're looking their best because this is the start of Phase 5, the 31st film in the MCU. It's the biggest event. It's the biggest event.
It really is. It really is. And I mean, the quantum realm, so big, so expansive. It is the unknown. Seriously, one of the biggest mysteries, I would say, for us right now in the MCU. So it's exciting to see so many people come out because they want to see what's in the quantum realm, okay?
Yeah, and the introduction to Kang the Conqueror, what is that going to feel like? What is that going to mean for the future of the MCU? And especially when Jonathan Majors comes out on this carpet, I feel like we're going to feel a shift in energy, a
of like, whoa,
No, yeah,
okay, the big
definitely.
daddy is here, y'all.
Yeah.
The fear, the chills, the excitement.
We're
I
consensing
literally
through the
cannot
force.
wait. I feel like I'm buzzing already, just like this crowd around us, just like the fans. Tamara, Anthony, what's going on over there?
Well, we have Peyton Reed, our director. Welcome to your premiere.
Director's in the
Thank you,
house.
thank you. I'm
Awesome.
delighted to be here. These things are always amazing. I'm always thrilled, like the fans who show up in costume. Nothing better.
They've put together costumes for characters that they've only seen for 3 seconds in a trailer, and they did it this week, and they're brilliant.
That's my favorite. Is like they're really the short. They've got like 20 frames of someone.
Oh,
on
yeah,
a,
that's
on a
right. I
commercial, and
forgot
they
he's in
get
this
the costume
movie.
Exactly right.
Right?
Well, we know that you paid
Yeah,
so
he
much
should be
attention
showing
to
up here
detail
too,
in putting this
perhaps.
film together. Talk to us about some of your influences for the look of the quantum realm, which from what we've seen so far,
Yeah,
incredible.
honestly, I feel a little
Well, yeah,
anxious
we,
too.
that
Not
was one
gonna
of the
lie.
joys of this movie for me is getting to create the entire quantum realm. So
It's
we
just
looked at a lot of
star-studded.
stuff, electron microscope photography, heavy metal magazine from the 70s and 80s. Always there are a bunch of great artists who did science fiction paperbacks in the 60s and 70s. We looked at that stuff. We sort of borrowed from all these different things. The Wizard of Oz, many different things. But yeah, that was a joy to work on.
Yeah, it all looks beautiful and psychedelic, and I know we've only seen just a very, very small bit of it, so we're very excited to see the rest. But how has this been sort of kicking off an entire phase? Like, you're not just creating a realm, right? But
Yeah.
you are kicking off phase 5 of the MCU.
No, it's fun because, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago when we started shooting the first Ant-Man, what was fun about that was Ant-Man was kind of operating in the margins, a little away from the Avengers. And now, with Quantumania, our third Ant-Man movie,
He's
we
coming.
get to kick off phase 5. And we get to introduce Kang the Conqueror, who, played by Jonathan Majors, who is just fantastic. I mean, as a kid who read Marvel Comics, I always loved Kang.
Yeah.
So to get to be the director who introduces him to the MCU is a huge honor.
But what was it about Jonathan Majors that made you go, yeah, he's our Kang?
Well, Jonathan just has it all. I mean, he is like the actor of his generation. He's really exciting. He had the physicality that Kang the Conqueror needs, but he also just has the presence. I mean, Jonathan is a force of nature, and we had many conversations about how Kang the Conqueror was going to move and speak, and he's a character who doesn't experience time in a straight line, not past, present, future. He lives in a loop, and he lives in all these different timelines. So it was fascinating to help create that character with Jonathan.
Well, we're very excited to see all of it come together. Is there anything you want to say to the fans before you dive into this premiere tonight?
Yeah, listen, thank you to all the MCU fans. You've been so supportive over the years. We've just made a third Ant-Man movie. We're going to take you all down into the quantum realm. And what I'd love to say is, see this movie on the biggest screen you can with the best sound. We want you to really immerse yourself in the quantum realm. We're going to take you further down than you've ever been.
Well, we cannot wait to go on this
Awesome.
journey
I love
with
it.
you.
I
Have
like
a
how the
fantastic time
director
tonight.
looked
Thank you so
right
much
into
for
the
stopping
camera and
to
told
talk
us
to the
that too. It's phenomenal.
Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, now I believe our friend Josh is running around somewhere. Let's catch up
Man,
with
look
him.
at their
Let's see what's
cameras.
going on.
Light
What's up,
boxes.
y'all?
Holy
I'm over
crap.
here at the incredibly delicious activation paid for by Lunchables at the other end of the carpet. Let's check it out. For the Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania premiere event, Lunchables has reimagined the
Oh, they're
iconic
collabing
Pim's
with
Lab,
Lunchables.
featuring
Look at
a
this.
larger-than-life ant made up of Lunchables kabobbles. Lunchables fuels creativity and encourages
That's
everyone
wild.
to use their imagination and build a world with their food. Inspired by our favorite ant friend from the Ant-Man universe, the giant Lunchables ant is 6 feet tall and 8 feet long, with chicken nuggets as the head, body, and tail, pretzels as the legs and antenna, and cheese as the eyes. All of these delicious ingredients are components of Lunchables Chicken
That's
Nuggets
wild.
Kabobbles, and you can build a miniature version of this ant yourself at home. And speaking of miniature versions, over here we have the Build Station. You can find a food-sized version of the Lunchabuild ant, as well as a robot and bear Lunchabuilds. We also have the blueprints to create the builds yourself, which you can find
That's
on
insane.
Lunchables.com
Oh my gosh.
to help guide your creations. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have myself a snack. How y'all doing at the other end of the carpet?
Whoa! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined
It's
now by
time.
Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror!
Kang is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is time.
we have got
awesome.
Kangs of all sizes out there.
That's right, we got big Kangs, we got small Kangs. What is it like to see this crowd yelling your name?
It's quite exciting, I would say. It's very exciting. I mean, everybody looks so happy and full of life. It's our first go out. You know, this is the debut of Kang, and the faith that these people have, having not seen the movie yet, is a lot, you know. So it's a good, it's quite emboldening, and I'm really excited to be here, and really excited that people are excited about it.
Well, Peyton Reed was singing your praises before, and one of the things I read in an interview that you talked about was this idea, when you take on a role, it's got to be a character and a story that you truly love. So what was it about Kang that made you go, I love this, I got to do this?
I believe quite deeply that we contain multitudes, that the human being, the Homo sapien, is probably the greatest invention that will ever be made. There's no AI, there's nothing that can top us. And with Kang, there is this idea of variance, this idea of living multiple lifetimes, and there's a lot of dream fulfillment in that. And there's a lot of imagination and heart and experience in that. And to do that with these folks, with these facilities, you know, it's kind of greedy of me, you know, but I'm quite blessed to have the opportunity. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this containing multitudes too, because we met He Who Remains, and now we are meeting Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
And something that seems to be interesting about He Who Remains is there was an empathy and an understanding there of who he was and what he was capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here in the trailer, we're seeing that there's an empathy almost with Scott, but it doesn't feel like it's actual empathy.
You know, it's funny, something I heard on a podcast a couple of days ago is that sympathy is our greatest instinct as human beings. And I think no matter what your drive is, no matter what your objective is, no matter if you want to rule the world, there is still a certain amount of sympathy we have as human beings. The thing that He Who Remains and Kang the Conqueror have in common, one of the few things they have in common, is that they're both human beings. And I think that sympathy that you see between, you know, Scott Lang and Kang, it's just evident of that. Yeah.
Well, we could talk to you all night about Kang, but we don't want to give you the
It's
opportunity to
chewing gum.
spoil anything. And there's a lot of people here who want to talk to you.
Hey,
so we're going to send you on
Jonathan
your way.
Majors, everybody!
Thank you so much, and have a great time tonight.
Jonathan Majors, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, guys.
Stage 2, what do you guys
There he
have going
goes.
on down there?
We are here with Ruben Rabasa. You made quite the splash in the trailer. Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Oh my God, my character, it was a crazy idea because I never thought that I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was the Spider-Man. So when when I say thank you, Spider-Man, everybody go, what? What did he say? I said, what are they laughing about? I thought I was doing the right thing. No, I made a mistake. I say something, oh my God. Well,
That's
maybe
awesome.
I'm from Cuba. That's what the problem is. I don't know too much about Spider-Man. About the little man.
That
and
part of the trailer is
Ant-Man and
great.
all that is
So
too many.
funny.
Too many.
I love it. What was the feeling about being a part of this film?
Oh my God, it was incredible. I really loved the idea to
Like
be in
his
the
shirt,
movie
look out for the
because
little guy.
I already worked in Marvel before. I want you to know I did the second one. And this was the third one that I worked with Marvel. But I love to be with this Marvel movie. I like young people because I'm old. I need the young people to become, to be young again. You know what I mean?
Yes, well, you know, we love you too. Thank you so much. We know so many people
That
want to
is a
chat with
perfect
you. So we're gonna
analogy.
send you on
Oh
your
my
way.
God, that's so
Tamara,
funny.
Anthony, what is going on over there?
Well, we'll tell you what's going on. We got Jeff Loveness here with us.
You guys made me follow Kane. I had to follow Jonathan Majors, the most charismatic man alive.
Well, considering the fact that you wrote this movie, we figure you're the person to talk to about him and what you wanted to explore with this character, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Is Kevin here? I don't know what I can say without being plucked off the screen.
You're allowed. Kevin said that tell Jeff Loveness that he can share all the secrets.
Okay.
Don't get him in trouble.
Okay, so quick step.
Yeah,
Gambit
he might
in the
be.
movie,
He
in
might
the movie
be
a
Kang.
lot.
He very well might be a variant of Stanley.
Kane is not really
Interesting stuff.
Jonathan's
Good
the
call.
best. I cannot wait for you guys to see what he does with Kane the Conqueror. He is this multifaceted villain. As the writer on this, like, obviously you want to bring the heat as a villain, which he does, but you also want to make the villain his own hero and his own story. And I can't say much, but like, Kang's story is just beginning, and I cannot wait to see what Jonathan does.
Well,
Wow,
I think
can't
something you
wait.
probably can speak
This
to
story's
as somebody
just
who's
beginning.
written
Let's
Marvel
go.
comics before
Oh, yeah.
and is coming
Oh,
in
yeah.
here.
You guys know.
What was it like
More
to be
Marvel.
able to delve into so much of this stuff? I mean, we've got the Quantum Realm, we've got Freedom Fighters, we've got Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
You get
All
to,
right,
you get
Blue,
to play with
thank
a
you,
lot of the
thank you so
action
much for
figures in
swinging in, man.
Absolutely.
Take it
No,
easy.
I grew up reading
Can't wait for
Marvel
this film,
comics. They
man. Not
basically
too much
taught me how
longer.
to read X-Men and Spider-Man
10 more days
comics,
for
and,
me,
like,
11 for
a
most
guy like
folk,
Kang
but
has been written
it's going to be
so
something
well
else.
from
Thanks again
everyone
for
from,
swinging in, bro. Have a
Stan
good
Lee to
one.
Kurt Busiek to Rick Remender. I mean, he has touched every corner of the Marvel Universe, and he can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the Marvel Universe. So yeah, man, diving deep into his history, I mean, he's just an open book. And again, I think Kevin will murder me if I say anything else.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question you're allowed to answer then as a final question. As you are a lifelong comics fan, what was it like the day you got the call or the day that you found out that you actually got this assignment?
Oh, I assumed I was dying. It was like a Make-A-Wish thing or something. Like I assumed I was a sick child and this was my wish. No, like I mean it. Like I truly love, especially to the Marvel kids at home. I loved X-Men. I loved Spider-Man. The Marvel world was so huge to me. To actually write a movie at this scale, a movie that I would have loved if I was 8 years old or 33,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
it's-
am, I
it's
suppose.
dope,
I'm
isn't
gonna
it,
be dead
Loveness?
soon.
It's awesome.
But it's a thrill, and I hope you guys love it. I think it's funny and
Oh,
exciting and
100%,
big.
man.
And hey, the movies are back,
100%.
baby. That's what I have to say.
All right.
All right.
Well, we're both older than you, so thanks, Jeff Loveness. Back to stage 2.
What is going on, y'all? We have Victoria Alonso, the executive producer, here with us. Oh my goodness, it is such an honor to be here with you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on this night. Now, family dynamic is a huge theme in this movie.
Yes.
What was it like bringing that to life in this film?
You know, it's a new point of view, trying to learn as a parent through your child. And sometimes your kids maybe do things that they shouldn't, and yet they do it, and there's consequences. So here we are.
And we know our family, they're going to the quantum realm. And we know you also have a deep understanding of visual effects.
Yes.
Can you tell us what was the best part about bringing that quantum realm to life?
It was challenging
'cause it
because
looks
one thing is
freaking
to be there
dope.
for a little bit, the other thing is to be there for a long time. So how do you stay there and still feel like you're in a microbiotic world? And that the organisms that are there, that you can still learn who they are, understand who they are, and relate to who they are, and yet you are in the quantum realm. So it's always a challenge to get you there, but as long as the story holds and that you're connected, I think we've done our job.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Victoria. But I think Tamar and Anthony, you got someone up over there as well.
We do. We are here with Kathryn Newton, who plays
Kathryn
Cassie
Newton,
Lang.
Cassie
Welcome
Lang.
to the MCU.
Awesome.
So much. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Hey, Scarlet Cross Spiders in the chat. Thank you so much for swinging in. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you swinging by.
No big deal.
Welcome to the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania red carpet event.
No big deal.
Star-studded.
So, like, your birthday is right around now. So, how's this for a birthday party?
My birthday's in 2 days, and, you know, it's the best birthday ever. It felt like my birthday this morning when I woke up. It really did.
It's amazing. How did it feel your first day walking onto set and seeing it all at the scale of an MCU
Yeah, they
film?
really are doing a good job with that, huh?
I got the offer, and I still
agree.
didn't believe it. I saw the announcement. I still didn't believe it.
A lot of good questions, pretty chill.
the whole movie and I
I've seen
still
some
didn't
of these
believe it,
red
and then I
carpet
watched it
events
2 days
by
ago,
Marvel,
or a
and
week
the
ago now,
hosts,
and I
sometimes you
still
can tell
didn't
they're a
believe
bit
it. So
nervous, but
maybe after
they're
tonight,
pretty chill.
I'll believe it. But right now, it still doesn't feel real.
You're just waiting for somebody to jump out and yell pranks.
I know. I think maybe like when I'm like 80, it'll feel real.
Well, speaking of things feeling real, so much of this movie is filmed. It's an adventure in the quantum realm. And y'all make it seem really real on that screen. So tell us a little bit about what it was like filming those scenes.
I'm glad that you think so because I just laughed the whole time. Mr. Rudd made me laugh all the time.
Yeah, dude,
I mean,
100%.
it was kind of just the best job of my life. And
She's also in the project
filming
of doing
with
the movie
him was
Prey.
amazing.
Oh,
and,
for
you know,
real?
we had a big volume,
Okay.
so it felt really real. But
She's got some
mostly,
big
I just had the best
projects
time.
on
So I hope that
lined up, sounds like,
people
for
love
her.
it
Good
because
for her.
I had the best time filming this movie.
We were talking to David just a moment ago, and he was talking about how much fun y'all have and how close everybody is. And how did it feel just like coming into that atmosphere?
Oh my God, Michael just arrived.
Oh, Michael Douglas.
I love
Michael's
that she's
here.
fanning out.
Michael Douglas is a legend, and I heard that he called me a pistol in an interview, and I wanted to say thank you because I love that.
No, that's good.
Yes.
When Michael Douglas calls you a pistol,
You know you're good. You know you're set. Set for life. I've peaked. It's not going to get any better.
I don't believe that. You've got places to go.
No, after filming this movie, I was like, even if, like, no matter what I do, nothing's ever going to be as great as this experience was. It was the best. It was a dream come true.
well, we are so excited to be here tonight for this, as you're experiencing it, this dream come true. Congratulations. Welcome
definitely.
again to the
I bet
MCU.
people were cracking up on
We are
set.
so excited to have you, Kathryn Newton,
Probably
everybody.
keeps it real loose, you know?
We're going to talk a little bit more about this mysterious quantum realm that we're all trying to figure out here.
We always love doing the unexpected with Scott Lang. Ant-Man is arguably the character that is the most underestimated.
Gonna shrink this one down a little
Ant-Man
small
became the
size,
key to
guys. If
saving
you don't
the
mind.
universe in Avengers Endgame. So carrying that tradition, we thought, well, let's use this film to kick off Phase 5.
It's a great
almost
idea.
a decade now that I've
I
been
love it.
playing this part. I've loved it, and I feel protective of Scott Lang and Ant-Man. It's really nice coming back. I still kind of can't believe that I'm sitting there and it's like, wow, there's Michelle Pfeiffer and there's Michael Douglas. I just saved $8. God, I admire you. It's really nice not to get used to.
You see him
working
enlarge
with
that pizza,
legends.
that was dope.
You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Where are we? It's a secret universe beneath ours. Janet has been very quiet about her time in the quantum realm. Maybe would have made different choices.
There's probably a big
There's
reason
someone
as
I
to
never told
why
you about.
she was quiet about it.
Isn't what you think.
Kang, the Conqueror, is terrifying, and if there ever was a maniac loose in the quantum realm, it's him.
Playing Kang the Conqueror is such a gift.
Oh, man. Bro, he's gonna kill it. You know he's gonna kill this role, you guys.
This is the beginning, and he cannot be contained. Something like this, which is so transportive and visually striking, people should really see it in a movie theater.
You want it to be as big and as visceral and consuming as possible.
Audiences are
Dude,
going to
look
watch
at-
this and go, I can't believe this is happening.
It's insane. This is gonna
Going
be
to
nuts.
bonkers.
It's like we're camping,
We've never been camping.
but we've always talked about it.
Oh, man.
Hello. We are
Love it.
here. It is truly a family affair.
Michael Douglas is in the
Michael
house.
Douglas and his family. Welcome to this premiere.
Thank you so much. It's a really
Legend.
a treat to be here, and I'm happy to share this with our son Dylan, and of course my lovely wife Kathryn. Always have a good time at Marvel events.
Well, I'll tell you, Hank Pym is such a fun character.
Yeah, me
It's been
too.
wonderful
That's
to
gonna be
watch.
quite interesting. He's another actor that's
wants
come
to
a
care
long way,
so
right?
much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I love about him is,
Remember
is
him
sort
in,
of the humor
We're the
that you
Millers?
find in that.
That
somebody
comedy
who's trying
film?
to keep his walls up.
Well,
Man,
anybody
now he's
who
in the
loves
MCU.
ants as much as Hank Pym does has got a screw loose somewhere along the lines. So it's been fun to watch the process over the 3 films now. Hank can't quite keep up with the young ones and the action sequences, but he makes up with it with his knowledge of the ants.
Well, this time
Nice.
around, he's mentoring Cassie. So what's that been like for him?
Well, she's a fast learner.
I'm
Too
hoping we
fast
get a
as far
chance
as
to
I'm
see
concerned.
at
And
least
as maybe we'll
2,
find out,
maybe even
in this
3. That would be
coming
great, Kang.
Quantumania story,
We're definitely going to get a
Kathryn
mid-credit
causes
scene.
quite a
You know,
few little
potentially end
issues and
credit.
problems in our-
Maybe we get 2
She
end
said he
credit
called her a
scenes. Who
pistol.
knows?
Well, she is a pistol. I'm also jealous because Kathryn and I are serious golfers, or we try to be, and Kathryn's the real deal.
Yeah.
So it's very hard when you have somebody who's playing your
Oh,
granddaughter. saying,
yeah.
you know, I
Good
could
call.
kick your ass.
And then she can.
She can.
But I have to ask, what do you think would be the toughest thing about playing golf in the quantum realm?
Your ball just would never come down. Your ball. I didn't say your ball would never come
And
down.
then he moved on to the next question, which is, speaking of the quantum realm, this was a
hilarious.
very new and interesting
Michael
production
Douglas is
process
awesome.
for all of you. You know, a lot of the stuff in the previous 2 movies was shot practically in San Francisco.
Right.
This was all quantum all the time. What was that like?
it was the most extraordinary experience because we knew the floor, so we knew what the quantum floor would be like. But literally the entire stage, the length of a football field, was just one long digital screen. Used to be green screen, but now they actually are pixelated so that you can, it's not just
Yeah, the last one I can remember that got me that pumped up was probably
I think they just
Thanos
had a field
saying
day. I
like,
mean, it was just
fine, I'll do it
jaw-dropping.
myself, you know.
And for us to see
He
the
grabbed his
final
Infinity
results,
Gauntlet. I think that was the
after this,
last
because
one.
we never quite saw everything. It's pretty mesmerizing.
Well, and now you come here, and there are all of these incredible fans, including fans cosplaying your character in retirement. What has retirement been like for Hank?
Retirement. Retirement was pretty good until my granddaughter messed up and sent us on a little journey. So now it's a question of just trying to keep up with Evangeline and Michelle.
But we cannot wait to see this happen. We cannot wait to see you all go on this incredible family vacation.
Thank you. Very happy that everybody could be here tonight with me to share on it.
That's awesome.
It's a family affair
all so
here at
much.
Marvel Studios, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Thank you all so much for coming. Have a wonderful time tonight.
All right. Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Star-studded,
We've got
man.
the whole family.
It's
We've
crazy.
got incredible looks here on the carpet tonight.
Absolutely. Everybody has been looking amazing.
I know, inspired by the quantum realm,
And
right?
I'm not going to play favorites.
love it,
I'm not
Kang.
saying we have favorites.
No,
but
we have
I
no
will say
favorites.
William Jackson Harper's suit was really something. I liked it a lot.
His suit was amazing. Honestly, though, I'm still blown away by all the cosplayers and the detail that they're showing and all of the different varieties of Ant-Man and Wasps and Hanks and Janet. So
we had a wasp just open her wings right in front of me. It's wild.
it's wild. Well, I say we take a look at what our everybody. We are here with someone new to the MCU. Would you please introduce yourself to the fans?
I'm Katy O'Brian, and I play Jintora.
This is very exciting. Tell us about your character as much as you can.
Oh, as much as I can. Well, Jintora is a freedom fighter in the quantum realm. When we land there, our
Tried to
heroes
get my
find
wife
it in
to
a
dress
state of disarray, and
up
I'm
as
trying
the
to make
Wasp,
things
but
right.
she didn't want to.
And as a freedom fighter, I hear you
Okay,
get
fine.
to
That would have
engage
been
in some
good.
action. What was the training like? I know you've got a lot of martial arts training.
I do. I've had about 30 years of martial arts training.
So some.
Just a little, like a couple.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dang.
making me feel a little older, but that's
Nice.
fine. But my stunt double, Nilly Sitan, is she's like a weapons master, basically. So I don't do a lot with weapons, and she has this like really cool staff that we'll get to see. So I've had hours and hours and hours of staff training, and I hope it pays off. I think it's going to look really awesome.
Well, everything we've seen so far looks amazing. You know, so much of this film is all about the quantum realm. We've seen like a little bit. What can you tell us about shooting there?
I mean, it was.
I haven't seen him yet.
it was
That's a good question.
beautiful.
I have not seen Bill Murray yet.
Will Tay did this
I'd hope
insane
that he would be.
production design. It's like kind of
We'll see
like
here.
watching Rick and Morty come to the Marvel universe. You know, I mean, with Jeff Loveness as the writer, it's quirky, it's fun, but I mean, the scenery, they did a lot of practical effects and world building. We had dirt, like actual dirt at our feet that we're walking around in. And then you have a blue screen around you.
Team
too,
Western
so
Productions, what's
I'm
going
actually
on?
gonna
Thanks
see
so
a
much
lot
for
of stuff
swinging
the first
by.
time, and I'm
Can't
really
wait for it
excited about
either.
that
It's
as
going to
well.
be phenomenal. This is
so
going to be
huge. It's
the
also huge
premier
that this
event.
movie is
I can
kicking
tell you
off
right now,
Phase
this
5
movie is going to
of the
take
Marvel Universe.
Phase
This is
5
the biggest thing
to the
in
level that it
movies.
needs to be for Marvel
What did
Studios.
it
It's
feel
going
like
to be
to know that
phenomenal.
you
I
are
can't wait as
kicking this
well.
off and you're part of it?
Thanks for swinging by the
It's
stream,
just,
bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about those things.
I actually
Just
saw
a
your
few
face
more
go,
days to go.
Oh, I'm doing that.
It's like, oh yeah, it is Phase 5. That's right. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I wish I
and
would have
it's-
took up
it's like a
martial arts
fresh
whenever I was
restart,
younger.
so
I feel
hope
like
that the
now
fans
it's
are
like a
gonna be
little
excited
too
as
late,
well.
but
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we cannot wait to see this movie on the big screen. We know you're excited to see it tonight, and I know you have to get it
I
to
don't
the
know,
theater,
wellness,
so we're gonna
maybe.
send you on
We'll
your way.
have
Thank
to
you so
see.
much for
That would be
stopping us off to the
something
Marvel
else, huh?
Fans.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you. It's been great. All right.
Josh Sade, how you doing?
What's up, y'all? We are celebrating the 60th anniversary since The Wasp flew into comics.
Yes, and she first flew into our hearts in Tales to Astonish number 44. That was in 1963, and she's been flying through the pages just about ever since.
Absolutely, and you can read all about The Wasp and more with Marvel Unlimited, your source for over 30,000 comics.
As an exclusive offer for fans tuning into tonight's red carpet, we are unlocking a giant-sized offer on Marvel Unlimited.
New members can use the code QUANTUM1 right there on your screen when signing up for a monthly membership to receive your first month for just 1 cent. Again, that
that's
is
sick.
QUANTUM1. Use that QR code right there on the screen, and there are tons of Marvel comics. Again, over 30,000 of them. It's insane.
Wow.
It's so exciting. I mean, scan it. What are you doing?
It's basically the quantum realm of comics, basically, of so much stuff. Tamara, Anthony, how y'all doing over there?
We are great because we are here with Kevin Feige. Welcome
Kevin
to
Feige's in the
Phase
house, the
5.
boss.
Phase 5.
It begins tonight. That's true. Tonight is the beginning of Phase 5 for people who are tracking
Here
along
we
with our
go,
phases,
guys.
which I certainly hope everybody watching this is.
I want you to know that it's looking like Phase 5 is everything I really, really love about Marvel. It seems like we're getting weird, Kevin. It seems like we're going places that are very
when you
strange.
have a title called Quantumania, you want to make good on it. You know what's great about this movie is I'm sure you've spoken to everybody already and they've told you, but
Kevin
it's amazing
Feige.
because it's, you know, sort of the completion of a trilogy with this amazing family with Scott Lang and Cassie, and it's funny and it's heartfelt and it's relatable, but at the same time, kicking off Phase 5 and introducing Kang and Jonathan Majors in a colossal way, and that's what I'm most excited for audiences to see tonight.
So tell us a little bit more about Jonathan Majors and what made him the right guy to be our Kang.
You know, he's great, and Peyton Reed was a huge, huge advocate for Jonathan. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, we were casting that role for both Loki, He Who Remains, and Quantumania. And obviously he shot He Who Remains first and then this, but you can see already, if viewers who saw him in Loki, saw him in the trailer for Quantumania, he is such a versatile actor. He's getting a lot of great acclaim in numerous movies coming out around this time, and we've already, I almost gave you a big spoiler, but we've got lots of plans ahead for him in a great way.
Well, I do want to talk a little bit about
He
that
was
without heading into
flowing there.
spoiler territory. You know, you've said that Phase 4 was very much about introductions. We met a lot of new characters.
Yes.
We've got a lot of new heroes. We've got America Chavez. We've got Shang-Chi. We've got so many people coming in.
Yeah.
But now this is about connecting everybody, right?
Absolutely, and after Endgame, we wanted the Infinity Saga to feel complete. It was after Endgame and Far From Home. And Phase 4, as I've said, was all about experimentation, introduction, and reintroduction. And we took our time to have fun and play in genres we hadn't played in before and do all sorts of fun things with these new characters. Kicking off Phase 5, we'll continue that, and like the Infinity Saga, there'll be standalone films within the next two phases, but it really, as you will certainly see in Quantumania, is heading towards the very, very big picture, and as we've already announced, that big picture is the Multiverse Saga in a very big way.
So tell us a little bit more about the quantum realm, since that is kicking this off and is going to have such an impact on things.
Well, I love that this was an idea that Paul Rudd had many, many years ago on Ant-Man 1, was to explore this notion of this subatomic universe that played with quantum mechanics and where rules were different. That turned into what you saw at the end of Ant-Man.
Right.
The first one, clearly that was our tag on Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then was the way in which the world was saved, thanks to Scott Lang in Endgame. And we also know that Janet Van Dyne spent a lot of time down there in the quantum realm. Right. And we see her get lost there in the first one, we see her rescued in the second one, and now in this one we finally get to see what the heck was going on down there for 30 plus years, and that's what audiences will discover and how that ties in to everything going forward.
I don't know how you keep it all straight, man.
That's
I don't know how you
excellent,
keep
man.
it
Yeah.
all in your head.
Yeah, how
but
do you keep
thank
it
you so
straight,
much
bro?
for joining us, and we are excited to see how
Thank
the
you so much.
quantum
Good
realm
seeing you
all
both.
plays out.
Thank you. I can't wait for you to see
Thanks
it.
again.
Thank
Kevin
you.
Feige,
Oh, that's awesome.
everybody.
Kevin Feige, guys.
All right, what is going on? Josh, Sade, what's happening down there?
Oh my gosh, it is so exciting. We are here with Xochitl Gomez, who looks incredible.
Thank you so much. I can't believe it. Literally, this is my first. No, it wasn't my first one, but it was Spider-Man No Way Home. This was where I did it, and it was like my first time doing interviews and stuff. And so now I'm like, this is now Ant-Man. It's kind of crazy.
You're a pro. You're a pro.
I don't know. I think I've learned.
Yeah, once you
quite
go
a
there
bit.
twice, you're a pro, 100%.
So if America Chavez met Kang,
That is AI. That would have been funny.
I don't know. Don't ask me that. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to date
I don't know.
anyone in that
That's not
industry.
up to me to
So
decide what
much
happens.
secrecy.
What about
Yeah,
the quantum realm?
definitely.
Oh, I don't. There's like different dimensions, different realms.
I think the
I'm afraid to,
multiverse
like,
saga
say
ends
any
with
of the names
Secret
because
Wars,
I
if I'm
feel
not
like it'll all
mistaken.
just
Yeah,
get,
Secret
like,
Wars is going to be
told that
ending
that's
the
not the right
multiverse
thing. I'm
saga.
afraid that I'm going to say the wrong thing. So I'm going to say they're all equal and peace and love.
Okay, I'm down with that. Now, earlier, you were just telling us a little bit about how you went into a little bit of the fan area. What was that experience like being around all that energy?
It's just so mind-blowing to me. That's probably one of my favorite parts about coming to these premieres is the fans. It's just coming and like feeling that love is so special, and it makes me feel so welcomed, you know? So even just like going in there for like 5 minutes, it's like, it just makes me, literally warms my heart.
Yeah, well, now that you're a part of the Marvel family,
What? Don't say that. I still get freaked out every
who
time.
have you been excited to see tonight?
Oh, well, Kathryn, obviously.
yes, yeah.
But she's a friend, so seeing her tonight, it was very proud.
Did you have a moment where you're like, I can't believe this is happening?
Yes, I saw her. She was like literally right before me on the carpet, and I was like, this girl's gorgeous. She's rocking it. But also, Paul Rudd.
I mean, great people, and they're probably so excited to see you. And you know, so many want to talk to you. So we're gonna send you on your way. Thank you so much for chatting, Tamara, Anthony. What's going on?
What's going on is we are just minutes away from the premiere of Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and it has been a journey getting here for these characters.
It's been pretty amazing watching the evolution of these characters over time through the past several movies as we see them change
Scope
and
Ghost.
grow.
That's right.
Bro.
Scott Lang started
Bro,
off
don't even
down on his
tease me
luck,
like that, man.
had
That would be
nothing going on,
insane.
becomes Ant-Man,
The audience would be freaking
and all of a
it
sudden,
out.
a few years later, is instrumental.
I think there
to
is an
saving the
explanation, but I'm
universe.
not sure
That's
what
right.
it was.
And
I'll
Hope
have
Van
to
Dyne joins him as the
I'll have to look
high-flying
that up.
wasp, and together
Perhaps
the impact
maybe
of this
we'll explore it
family
in
on
another
the
live stream and
MCU,
everything.
pretty amazing.
But yeah, I
Let's
was
look
curious
back on a
about
little
that
bit of the
too.
impact that they've had.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go small screen for this.
I need you to be the Ant-Man.
Man, this journey, bro.
You have a chance. The chance to earn that look in your daughter's eyes.
Civil War.
To become the hero that she already thinks you are. Second chances don't come around all that much.
Is this an old message?
It's the front gate.
Time works differently in the quantum realm. What if we could enter at a certain point in time, but then exit at another point in time?
It's all his idea,
We
man.
could bring everyone back.
A lot of people forget about that. It was all his idea.
Not everybody gets a chance to save the world.
Avengers!
Assemble. Scott Lang. Your reality. Everything you're holding on to, I know how it ends. You're out of your league, Ant-Man.
That culmination was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Everyone here is so stoked to see.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
They are still chanting Kang. They are still chanting Kang.
And honestly, after having that interview with Jonathan Majors, how could you not?
Look at that. The helmets are signed. Looks like they got just about everybody.
That is incredible.
Wow.
He's got his gauntlet signed.
Stage 2, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are, because it is a party down here.
His forehead. They signed his forehead, Josh and Sade.
Oh yeah, we are having a party here with Dominique Thorne. Now, I mean, we gotta talk. Riri Williams, a breakout star from Marvel Studios as Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We loved the humor, okay? What has it been like seeing the reception from so many fans?
It's been absolutely beautiful. Even just moments ago, getting to walk the carpet and interact with folks and hear what their favorite parts are or what they love about Riri. It's so, so warm to hear also the excitement for the show.
Yes, well,
Man.
let's talk about that. Marvel Studios Ironheart.
Yes.
You're in the process of it. What's that been like?
Yes, oh my gosh, it's been a beautiful ride. We actually just wrapped in November. Bittersweet moment, but it means that we're one step closer to getting this show out to the world. And man, I am right there with everyone, it seems, all of you, when I speak about how excited and ready I am for folks to receive her in her fullness.
Yes. Oh, I love it, I love it. And now we are here for Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. What are you most excited to see in the film tonight?
Man, I want to see Kang the Conqueror. I want to see just how much mess he's starting. I have a feeling that he's coming heavy and he's hitting strong, and I'm here to witness it all.
So there's a strong theme in these Ant-Man films, all about science and big
I
brains
spotted
and knowledge,
Tony
and Riri
Stark
has a lot
variant.
of that. What do you connect with in Riri in that dynamic?
Oh man, I think it's like the quest to
You're
learn
out of your
more,
league,
but also probably stronger in Riri, I think, is the desire to push those boundaries. I think we've seen Scott Lang, for better or worse, just continue to like take it a step further, you know what I mean? Whether he wants to or not, I think that's kind of something that both of the worlds kind of hit on when it comes to tackling just how brilliant they are and trying to find a way to get a grasp on all of that and channel it in a way that's healthy and positive for themselves and their families, but by nature of their brilliance being as otherworldly, or I guess other realmly as it is, you know, it tends to kind of get out of their hands. That's what we saw with Riri, and I think that's also what we've seen with Scott Lang. So I'm very interested to see like where his mind and his brain takes him next.
Yeah, I know, and speaking of realmy, how do you think Riri Williams would do in the quantum realm?
Oh man, nah, she's not doing it.
No, thank
you know, telecam was enough, but personally I think she's ready to go back to Chicago. You know, some normalcy.
Yeah, normalcy. I love it. Well,
love
Tamara and
it.
Anthony, how y'all doing there at the other side of the carpet?
I'm telling you, we are just taking in this crowd that is assembling right here as we are minutes away from the world premiere of Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and this crowd is getting intense.
They really are. I mean, there have been so many times tonight where they just keep breaking out in Kang, Kang, Kang. And it's incredible also to have...
I don't think they understand what they're bringing down on their heads when they shout out Kang, Kang, Kang.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see Ghost again.
They are about to.
Probably in
and so all of
Thunderbolts,
you, when
I would
this
guess.
film hits theaters in
Is
the
when we will end up seeing her
on February
next.
17th. So make sure to get your tickets, okay?
Oh boy, I will tell you what, this has been an absolutely wonderful evening. It's been wonderful watching everybody interacting with this crowd, with these fans. It's been wonderful watching everybody spend time. Y'all met Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Y'all met Evangeline Lilly.
Y'all saw Michael Douglas. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I forgetting anybody? Did you meet anybody else? Oh, I'm sorry. Who does Jonathan Majors play?
Okay.
That's well played.
All right, I have to say, Actually, speaking to Jonathan Majors was one of my favorite moments of the night. He just has such a presence, and I'm so excited to see what he's going to do in this movie.
Absolutely, and the fact that he, the first thing that he wants to talk about is how Kang is like other people. There is something at the core of Kang that is just human.
Totally.
And you have to, it's wonderful that he's approaching it from that place, because I think that actually makes the character, in ways, a lot more sinister.
Yeah, a lot more scary, a lot more scary. Josh, Sade, what have been some of your favorite moments from tonight?
Oh man, how do you pick one, right? I mean, that's a real question. I think one of my favorite moments is this big Marvel family. You have interwoven characters from different movies and shows that are all talking amongst themselves right now. Dominique Thorne is talking with Kevin Feige right on our left. We have there you go. You just have such a week. I mean, Xochitl Gomez talked about how Kathryn Newton and her are just so excited to be here together. Sade, what about you?
Yeah, no, that was actually one of my favorite moments. Just hearing them talking about family, knowing that
I did
this
not.
movie is
See, I'm going to have to
literally about
rewind
intergenerational families
after
going on
the
this trip
stream
together.
ends
So
and
seeing
see
just,
what you're
like,
talking
the
about.
love between cross-Marvel
That's crazy.
projects
Are you
is
serious?
So amazing to see that it happens in real life, off screen. So just favorite for me.
Yeah, and there's a road right here where all the fans are lined up. Paul Rudd did a huge walk down with everybody, and they just went wild. I mean, we heard them.
It was so loud. It was so loud, but so great. And Xochitl Gomez also told us she actually, for the first time, took a little stroll down there, and it was just incredible for her. And it was exciting to see her light up and talk about that experience as well.
I love it. Tamara, Anthony, how y'all doing over there?
So well.
So good.
And it's wonderful to hear, to hear people like Xochitl and hear people like Kathryn who are new to this, but also grew up with Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
now they're a part of it.
Well, and also like hearing Jeff Loveness talk about, he is a lifelong comics fan, so getting to do this project, the realization of all of that, of something
that's
he's loved
wild.
forever. I mean, I love the fact that so many of
Yeah,
the
I'm
people
gonna have
involved
to
in this movie are
rewatch.
just as big as fans as we are.
Absolutely. How about you guys? How are you feeling over there? What did you see tonight?
So many standout looks, let me tell you. Oh my gosh, that's what's burned into my memory right now. Evangeline Lilly and that look, that like sea
That look,
foam,
that bird
Kathryn
look.
Newton's like broken glass. Just so many incredible looks. I know the Marvel fashion camp caught him, so let's roll it.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just tweet your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Bill Murray, there he is. Jonathan Majors. It's awesome. Star-studded, man. Star-studded.
Talent, oh my gosh, in all of their beautiful, beautiful suits, dresses, and more. I mean, they're just oozing beauty.
So amazing, so incredible.
Thank
and
you,
we had just
Spider-Man.
the best time with you two on this carpet. Thank you so much for having us share this incredible experience and bringing in Phase 5.
Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful to have you with us, Sade and Josh. You've been killing it. And we are so excited to watch this movie with you in just a moment.
That's right. We cannot wait to see this. Thank you guys so much for making sure that the fans are getting to see every inch of this carpet, everything that's been going on from where we are right here all the way down to the end.
That's right. Thank you all so much for joining us, for being here throughout this live stream, for sharing your thoughts with us on social. We've been seeing them all.
Yeah, he wasn't
Y'all
even
are
up there that
wonderful,
long.
and we cannot wait for you to see Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania when it hits U.S. theaters on February 17th.
There it is, guys.
All right, everybody, we're going to take one last look at this film.
One last look, guys.
Marvel, your universe.
It's okay, breathe. We're gonna get out of this. And we're gonna
One last look.
This place, it isn't what you think. It's a cage. But we can help each other.
He's a monster. You cannot trust him.
I'm just a man. But I know how it ends.
I don't care what he can do. He's not getting out.
You thought you could win.
Oh my God.
We both just have to lose.
Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Experience it in 3D February 17th. Get tickets now.
Wow. There it is, guys. There it is. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania red carpet premiere is in the books. Oh my gosh. Star-studded, guys. And this is it. Now we're going to start officially seeing reviews for this movie right around the corner. What did you guys think? That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did that. I'm definitely going to do more red carpet events whenever it comes to Marvel Studios here in the future too. It's phenomenal. Really, really good stuff, guys. That was great. Oh, man. Yeah, he just like stomps him. And you can see the mask shattering too from his, because we get to see his perspective. Man, phenomenal stuff. Oop, battery died. It's all good though. Got a backup. That battery really doesn't last that long. That's kind of surprising to me. I thought it would last a little longer. Oh man, I can't wait for this movie. Johnny's ready for Kang. You know what it is, bro. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so amazing. I can't wait. Wild. Wild. Dude, if we get Fantastic Four end credits in this, I'll be completely blown away. I highly doubt we will. I think there's still a little ways to go before they end up, you know, drawing that up. But, my God, that would break the freaking internet, man. You know, wouldn't that be a surprise? I won't be able to see it until it comes out on Disney Plus. Oh no. Oh man. You got to avoid all them spoilers. That's going to be rough. That's not going to be an easy task to do. That's for sure, Wellness. But I bid you good luck. That is for sure. Go ahead and drop a like, guys, if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoyed that red carpet event for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. That was a blast, a lot of fun. I cannot wait for this film. It's going to be an absolute blockbuster, you guys. I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. I'm going to be checking it out here in 10 days. I will be live streaming right after I see it, of course, to give you guys my full remarks on it as far as non-spoiler as well as spoilers too. So I'll definitely be keeping you guys informed as far as my reaction goes with it. So definitely make sure you tune into that, man. It's going to be something else. Thank you so much, Wellness. Appreciate you. Have a great night. We'll see you in the next stream. Have a great night. Scopego says, did you see the clip where Kang says to Ant-Man, are you the one with the hammer? I think I did see that clip. Yeah. So that means that he has already encountered Thor, of course. My goodness. Yeah, maybe so. We'll see. We'll see. All right, Kang, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, bro. I appreciate you. Have a great night. The Darth Knight, I'm doing great, bro. How are you doing? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, man. Appreciate you. Man, we just got done watching the red carpet event for Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania here. And yeah, we're going to start seeing some thoughts and opinions on this movie here within the next few hours. You know, people are going to be tweeting about it. The media's there watching that red carpet world premiere event. So, you know, it's only a matter of hours before we get our very first thoughts on this movie here. Really looking forward to it. Man, I'm so pumped for this movie, man. I had this theory that the signal in Shang-Chi is the Ant-Man SOS. Oh, sending the signal to the Avengers, warning them. Oh, that would tie that together. Oh my gosh, Johnny, that would actually make that movie even better than what it already is. Honestly, bro, that's a really good theory. I like that. I need to really go back and rewatch Shang-Chi. It's been a while since I've seen it. I need to rewatch Loki as well. I definitely want to watch Loki again before this movie, especially the last couple episodes leading into whenever they met up with He Who Remains, you know. Yeah, I'll see you guys when you watch my movie on the 17th of February. Okay, bye guys. All right, Kang, thank you so much for swinging by, gracing us with your presence, bro. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Take care. How do you feel about the delay of Jedi Survivor? You know, honestly, I'm okay with it. I think that they gave the reasoning as to why it's being delayed was due to them wanting to go ahead and do some polishing with the game overall. You know, it's not at a point where they're reworking things and working on code and that sort of thing. They're pretty much just kind of polishing things up, making things tidy and everything. So I'm really not too concerned about it. Honestly, I think it'll be perfectly fine, you know, once the game gets released. So it'll be just fine, I think. Good stuff, guys. I'm gonna hang out with you guys here for probably about 3 to 5 more minutes here before I wrap things up now that the red carpet event has officially ended. Like I said, I think I may in fact go ahead and make a a video based on what everybody is thinking that is at that red carpet event, their thoughts on this film. Kind of like what I did for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You know, I think I might go ahead and do that here for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So definitely be sure to keep an eye out for that video here. I'll go ahead and probably work on that sometime here tomorrow and have that for you guys perhaps sometime tomorrow night and everything. So definitely be on the lookout for whenever that video drops and everything, because I feel like that'd be a good follow-up after we saw the red carpet event. With all the media being there, checking out this movie, I'm really, really interested to seeing, you know, what they think of this film. Imagine Deadpool shows up and Loki, and it says Loki will return. Oh my god, that would be insane, bro. Yeah, leading into season 2 of Loki. I actually heard a rumor that the end credit scene might be, you know, leading in with Loki season 2, which actually I believe that would be the first Marvel Studios movie that would actually do something like that, you know, leading into like a streaming show, you know, on Disney Plus. So that could be huge. I mean, especially if you think, you know, if this movie becomes the blockbuster that I think it's going to be, and then you go ahead and lead into for, you know, Loki season 2, bro, that's huge. That is huge. 100%. So we'll see, guys. Could the signal from the bangles in Shang-Chi be for the Fantastic Four? Perhaps. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, haven't been talking about these bangles too much. This is the first time they've really come up for me in quite some time. You guys are bringing them up here. You know what? You guys might be onto something here. You definitely might be onto something. Darth Knight says, referring to Jedi, he says, same since the game is next gen console only. I'm trying to buy an Xbox Series X, and yeah, they are, but I'm glad it's delayed because I get more time to get money for the game and console. Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, it's not cheap, right? And with all the top-notch games dropping this year too, it's just like you can just kind of like chill and save up for it and be able to get it whenever the time comes, whenever it drops, right? So Appreciate you guys. Go ahead and smash the like button if you haven't already. Looks like we got 23 peeps up in the stream. It's funny, I got the most peeps up in the stream whenever I'm about to wrap things up. That's how it always works though, but I appreciate you guys swinging in. Go ahead and smash the like button if you haven't already. Only 3 likes away from 30 likes here on this stream as we wrap things up for the red carpet event for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Out of all the MCU shows on Disney Plus, which could work out as a movie? Out of all of them? Man, I'm not sure. Maybe Loki, perhaps? Maybe Loki, I could totally see that working out as a movie. Especially as that leads into season 2, you know? But, man, honestly, like, the production value is high enough that it could be any of them, really, you know? Ken Borders in the chat. What's going on, Ken? Hell yeah, brother. Keep fighting the good fight out here. Excited to see this flick. Got tickets for the 4 p.m. on Thursday. Can't wait to see if it lives up to the hype. What's going on, man? Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Man, it's going to be insane. I can't wait. I got Thursday night tickets as well. I'm seeing it around, I want to say the showtime is at 6:10 p.m. So, yeah, I can't wait, man. You're going to know what's going on here a couple hours before I do, but man, it's going to be phenomenal. And bro, I'm going live right after I see it too. So could be a huge event. Really looking forward to talking about it and everything. I'm going to have a portion where I'm talking spoiler free. And then of course I'm talking non-spoilers as well. I'll probably talk non-spoilers first, of course, then put up a spoiler warning and then go ahead and just like unload. But I can't wait, bro. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think this movie has potential to be a blockbuster here for Marvel. I have a feeling that this is what we've been waiting for whenever it comes to Phase 5. I think it's going to be dope, bro. I don't think we'll be disappointed. Okay, fine. Seeing at 3 p.m. on Thursday. Nice, bro. Nice. Good stuff, man. That's what's up. Yeah, we'll see you all there. 100%, man. Yeah, definitely feel free to swing by the after party stream. That'll be awesome. We'll be talking about it for like at least 2 hours, man, for sure. That's gonna be great. What if Doom shows up in Kang's backstory? Yeah, that's been theorized a couple times here in this stream. He might. Someone mentioned that what if he shows up like right at the very end, you know, as and then, you know, the credits go black, like the camera like pans over to him sitting next to Kang or something like that, and then it fades to black. Man, that audience would be freaking the heck out, bro, if that happened. Yeah, you know, honestly, it kind of snuck up on me. Like, I knew it was coming, you know what I mean? But I was like, oh yeah, well, it's February, just kind of started. But here we are, we're literally, you know, tomorrow's day 7 of February already. Like, it's like, holy crap, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, it did sneak up really, really quick. I remember going to see Infinity Wars in theaters with my uncle, then Endgame, and gonna continue the tradition with Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars. Love it, Scope Ghost. Love it, bro. That's awesome, man. The writer joked about Gambit, though. Was he teasing something about in the movie or the future? No way. No, that's got to be future. We haven't heard anything like as far as the X-Men goes. I feel like that's going to be like later on down the road, right? I think it's still a little too early yet. Like I think we all know that they all know that we want the X-Men, but I think it's still going to be a little bit before we end up getting them. You know, I think that's going to end up being the next phase. I think the whole next phase is going to be focused on mutants. I think they're just going to straight up call it the Mutant Saga, honestly. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for that. 100%. Oh, man. It's an awesome stream, guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to hang out with you guys for about 1 more minute before I wrap things up. Answer a few more chats before I head on out here. If you're just swinging in, don't worry. You can definitely catch the replay of this stream as the red carpet event was live right here on the channel, in case you missed it there. Pick 3 surprises that could show up post-credit scene or movie. Mine are Wolverine, Doom, and Deadpool. Whew. Those are 3 heavy hitters, bro. 100% Darth Knight. Man, I don't even know. Let's see. 3 surprises that could show up. Let's see. I mean, we could see MODOK ending up being like, you know, a character that we've seen before in a previous Ant-Man movie. I think you know where I'm talking about there. I could definitely see that happening. That's rumored, and I think it's going to end up happening, being the case. I like the Doctor Doom theory. I like that, so we'll go with that. I talked about before. And then the third one, man, I think we're definitely going to see a death of a major character in this film. Yeah, I don't know who it's going to be, but we are definitely going to see a major death in this movie. I think, you guys. Yeah, the cast, yeah, it's going to be insane. A lot of folks are going to be like, oh, this is too much. I can't keep up with it. They're going to like, it'll be like shades of like Infinity War and Endgame. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be insane. I could also see the Fantastic Four and maybe a slight Avengers cameo show up. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to see Avengers variants for sure, you know. Galactus, oh, God. Whew, that would be nuts. I would love to see John Krasinski's Reed save the Ant family with the Fantastic Four. Me too. I think everyone wants to see John Krasinski be Reed Richards. Yeah, I think MODOK's definitely going to escape too. He's going to be the X factor, I feel like, in this movie, man. Definitely. I'm trying to get the right size for these chats to come through. Some come in big, some come in small. I'm trying to get the right size. What if no one dies but Ant-Man variants? I mean, that could be a good thing, and it also could be a bad thing, you know, because we could need those variants in other movies. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we've already seen the trailer. It does look like some Ant-Man variants are, you know, getting axed. So, hopefully not too many, but yeah. It's wild. All right, guys, good stuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I hate to wrap things up with 25 of you guys in here. This has been an awesome stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here tonight. Of course, if you haven't already on your way out, don't forget to go ahead and smash the like button here on the stream, as this was an awesome red carpet event. I had a really great time hosting here with you guys. I'm definitely going to do these again whenever these Marvel Studios movies get ready to release for their respective red carpet events, so you can definitely look forward to that. And like I mentioned, I will definitely be making a video here talking about what folks are saying about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania on their way out of the theater here, as folks will be seeing it here for the first time with the world premiere at this red carpet event. So you can definitely look forward to seeing that video here. Probably going to end up being sometime, you know, late tomorrow night and everything as far as that goes. So I'll probably set up a YouTube premiere video for that. So definitely make sure you keep it locked right here on the channel for that video. That's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to make that. And I also can't wait to see what these guys think about this movie, man, because the anticipations are very, very, very freaking high for this film, bro. 100%. And I think they're going to deliver for us. I really do. So MODOK being a part of the Armor Wars, yeah, I could see that too, bro. Oh, yeah, definitely. If Galactus showed up, I would scream. My grandpa would slap me. Dude, I think everybody in the whole theater would be screaming. I don't think you'd be the only one, so maybe he'd have to slap everybody in the theater. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys on my next live stream Friday for the Last of Us episode number 5, as that will be dropping here this Friday. So we'll be doing a countdown watch party for that episode here. It's coming out early, avoiding the Super Bowl competition there for that. So we will be holding that down here this coming Friday night. And then, of course, you know, 10 days down the road, I'll be streaming here, you know, right here in this seat, talking all things Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, non-spoiler and spoiler. I'll be hanging out with you guys. It's going to be freaking awesome. I cannot wait to talk about that movie with you guys. I just have a really, really good feeling about it. Yeah, everybody. I think everybody that we've seen in Marvel Studios and then some, like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody that's ever been casted in a Marvel Studios movie is going to have to probably, come back for that film. And then we're going to also see some new faces too. Like, this is going to be insane. I can't wait. So excited about those trailers dropping during the Super Bowl. You know it. It's going to be sick too. Might have to make some videos on that as well, perhaps. That'll be awesome. All right, guys. It's been real. I think I'm going to go ahead and head on out. Like I said, go ahead and smash the like button on your way out. Like I said, additionally, be sure to keep an eye on that video on, what folks think about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania on their way out of the red carpet event. I will definitely be keeping you guys posted as far as that goes. Until that video drops and until the next live stream, I'm your host, A to the P, Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, and as always, guys, peace. Later, guys. Have a great night, and we will, of course, see you in the next one. Take care now.